Never would have made it this far without you guys. And I won't let you down.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Final Fantasy VII RE-CAST. The FF7 RE-CAST is a podcast dedicated to the Final Fantasy VII Remake universe. It's been a few years since our last episode, which was way back in 2023, prior to the release of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. We're back, following the reveal of Part 3 of the Remake trilogy, Final Fantasy VII Revelation. The trailers, plural, for FF7 Revelation were just shown at Summer Game Fest last night, and we're here to break it all down for you, as well as catch you all up on what we've been up to the past few years. Spoiler alert, Uchi still hasn't finished the original game.
I'm almost there. I'm right at the end.
All right, let's get started.
And we are finally back. Oh my god. I'm over here at my fiance's room. It's like, this is low budget, but the time stream has finally done its thing. All the stars have aligned. And listen, even as a cherry on top, I might as well just throw this out there. Tifa is in Street Fighter 6 as well.
Tifa's in Street Fighter. Tifa is in Street Fighter. What the fuck?
Yeah, dude. Like, it is an amazing time to not only just be a fan of video games and maybe fighting games, but surely an amazing time to be a fan of Final Fantasy and Final Fantasy VII. So, as always, Johnny, what's good? I can't believe we're finally back again, once again doing this. And I'm happy to be here with you. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. It's been, I mean, we talk almost every day, but like it's been 3 years since we've made a podcast. I guess 2.5. We did that like Christmas.
Yeah. That's true.
But we talk about this anytime I'm ever driving somewhere for like long distance. I will call you and we will talk Final
100%.
Fantasy. But it's been really good, dude. I'm still out here in California, sadly, but you know, making it work.
Yeah.
And now we just have something to live for in this very bleak world.
Yes, 100%.
We just have to survive until spring 2027 for this fucking game. So very excited. And I'm really, really excited to talk to you about this. Because, you know, just like in Rebirth and Remake, we've got a couple of unresolved plot threads from our last episode of the podcast before we actually get into the breakdown. Just fair warning, guys, the breakdown is probably going to be like an hour. So, like, we got some time here. But yeah, I definitely wanted to like start off just by talking about what we spoke about last time a few years ago. Your experience has changed a bit because you've gotten a lot further in the original game, so I definitely want to talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think since it's been a while, let's give a massive spoiler warning,
Right.
Because we are going to be spoiling the events of the original game, Remake, and Rebirth at this point. Uchi, as we said in the intro, still has not finished the original game. He's at the end. He's just grinding materia so he can beat the weapons and then finish the game. But he's in the Northern Crater. He's got a gold chocobo, you know, all that. So yeah, I think the first thing we should talk about is our original theory about the alternate timeline that was shown in that Rebirth trailer, where Tifa, Red 13, Barret, and Aerith were being like hoisted into a helicopter and they look dead.
Yeah.
Our theory originally was that they were alive, but were going to be held prisoner in Shinra HQ and Zack would go rescue them. That was wrong. They're dead.
Yep.
They are dead in that timeline, except for Cloud and Aerith. So Aerith is alive but unconscious, and Cloud is dealing with his Mako poisoning, so he's basically unconscious. But it seems like in that universe, Zack arriving in Midgar is happening at the same time as Avalanche's assault on Shinra HQ, which is strange because the only reason they went to Shinra HQ was to rescue Aerith, so how could she have been captured? Like, they don't go into all that, but that is that timeline.
Right.
And then something you predicted is that Zack is playable. And Zack is playable from the start of that game. The first gameplay moment of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is Zack.
Yes. Listen, I have a knack for these things. All right, I'm a good prognosticator. If I'm to shout out my boy Geekdom, he used the word.
What the hell does that mean,
dude? I'm telling you, this I've never heard that word before until he used it on me. But I believe to some degree or another, a prognosticator is someone that's really good at like just piecing things together and coming up.
Person
Yeah, go ahead.
or thing that forecasts or predicts future events based on present signs, data, or patterns.
There it is. That's just me, bro.
Damn.
Like, I have a thing for this in across a bunch of different things. Dragon Ball, Power Rangers, whatever. So I'm doing it with Final Fantasy, which is crazy because literally when the game, okay, a lot of things to say, but next year we officially have the release date across all platforms for Revelation, Final Fantasy VII Revelation, which is also
all platforms.
Which is also crazy because that is also lined up perfectly to being like the 30-year anniversary of the original Final Fantasy VII.
Pretty much, yeah.
So I say all this.
I'm glad they're not missing it.
Yeah.
I'm glad they're not missing 2027.
So you hold on. I'll also say this then. You know that next year they're probably gonna go crazy. I'm fully expecting a PS5 Pro Final Fantasy VII Revelation bundle.
I hope so.
I'm fully
At least
expecting
side
that.
plates.
Yo, I'm expecting them to go off the walls, bonkers. Like, and even if it wasn't a Revelation specific console bundle, they would just do like an OG Final Fantasy VII, which to some degree I would also believe that people would even go crazier for that because it's the 30th anniversary edition.
Right.
So, but yeah, I bring all this time relevance up because it's kind of amazing that the game itself is practically 30 years old and we're still able to enjoy it and find all these things from it, and even through the remake trilogy that it's godlike. Like people get mad, like they get mad. It's like, oh, like their favorite Final Fantasy is not getting this type of love. It's like, dude, at this point I don't know what to tell you. Like, and I can't even speak too much on that, just being honest, because it's like I can't even say I'm a huge fan of the grandiose Final Fantasy because there's many games. I
17
mainline
entries.
Like it's like when the more you deep
16.
it's crazy, but like, and I feel like that's okay because like I always say this at the end of my videos: love what you love, right? And I have had a connection with 7 like you had. Well, your connection is probably way more than me, obviously, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. Like Maximilian, shouts to Max, bro. That
We'll talk about
we
that.
We will talk about that. But yeah, like I just feel like with how they're really delivering this experience for fans, it's like, listen, it's okay to just hop on the bandwagon, bro. Like, I'm okay.
Yeah.
Like, there's always room. Like,
we're having fun.
Exactly.
Like, just join us, man. Like,
yeah, it's okay.
Yeah,
it's okay.
It is. All right, so we just talked about Zack for a second, and again, we're still on the Rebirth topic here. So, at the end of Rebirth, after the final battle, Zack and Cloud kind of fight together, and then they get split up again, and this is happening maybe in sort of like some liminal space, like the Edge of Creation sort of thing. They're fighting Sephiroth together. There's a fly in my room. They're fighting Sephiroth together, and then Zack, like Sephiroth is like, you shouldn't be here. Like, be gone with you. And then Zack disappears into another universe, fights Sephiroth on his own, and then as the credits are rolling, we see that Zack wakes up in what could be the current universe, let's say our universe of like the remake universe with the main party. Like, do you think he's gonna meet up with the party in person?
Dude, 100%. Come on. Like, they are not gonna go through all this to just tease Zack. Like, he's on the cover, bro. He's on the cover of Revelation.
Well, we know what the cover is. That's the key art, but I agree with you.
True.
Aerith,
Yeah, you know what I meant.
Maybe
though.
dead.
Yeah. Well, see, but man, there's so much to talk about, bro. I'm telling you, there's so much to talk about, and that's what makes this crazy. It's like Revelation means a lot of different things, especially when it comes to this game and what it could mean for all these different characters. And like, I might.
What is the revelation?
Yeah, like who? What is the revelation? Whose revelation in particular? Is it everybody's revelation? Right. What are we? You know what I'm saying? What are we coming to? And I think that we might just get all of it. You know, it might just be like an amalgamation of all these revelations in one. And it's like, because we are at the end game here for chapter 3.
This is the last piece of the remake trilogy.
Yeah. So like, when you look at how Remake was and how long Rebirth was, it's like those were easily like 50-hour plus games on average.
Oh my god, yeah.
And now we're at the final part, and a lot of people, a lot of fans, especially ones that, you know, have way more hours into the original than me, even though at this point I have a lot of hours now, right? Finally, it only took me like 30 years, right? But like, everyone said and questioned, how are they gonna do Midgar that takes 8 hours in the original? How are they gonna make that its own game in part 1? And they did. Yeah. Right? Yeah. And you know, with Rebirth was expected to be like, you know, okay, now we're open world, there's way more to do, way more to traverse, and now in Revelation, it's the entire world. Right?
Right. With the entire planet, an open world game in a planet, whatever that phrase was that I texted you from the interview.
And it's going to be on the Switch too. And so they figured out a way to even compress that, John, bro. Come on.
That's so nuts.
Yes. Like,
that's so nuts.
I have been playing my original Final Fantasy VII save actually on my Switch. Even though, like, this goes with my experience for anyone that might be just tuning into this episode for the first time, but my experience goes all the way back, obviously, to the PlayStation 1. I played it originally there, probably using my PS2, but you know, same thing. And then like I fell off, and then I started over on like the PSP, same thing, started over, and then I might have actually picked it back up on the PS4, maybe. But really, I remember like when it was like on, like once they put it on the Switch 1, I got it again, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna just stick to playing it on the Switch. And then naturally, with, you know, the wonders of cloud saves, I was able to, once I got my Switch 2, boom, like, you know, I just picked up where I left off, and here I am, disc 3, finally at the very end, North Crater and all. Yeah. So, man, it's exciting. Like, it's very exciting, and like, I don't know, dude. Like, you drive, because clearly I will take us in every which direction, bro. Oh my god.
All right, there's a few more bullets that I want to get to from the previous episode for Rebirth. So Zack will now be in our universe, hopefully. Yeah. My question there is, the way Rebirth has sort of told the story of Cloud, Zack, and Tifa's relationship is that in the original game, Zack is not revealed at all until you start piecing Cloud's memories back together in Mideel after weapon attacks. So it's basically like a third of the way into disc 3, like I guess maybe halfway into disc 2, sorry, which is actually where I am now in my playthrough, for like my 10th playthrough of the original game. But in Rebirth, Cloud begins to remember Zack around the time of Nibelheim. Like when they're scaling Mount Nibel, trying to get to, I forget like why they're going up there in Rebirth, because you don't go to Rocket Town. But as you're scaling Mount Nibel, you come across the bridge where in the prologue, Sephiroth and Cloud and Tifa, they fall off the mountain, they land in this river, and then you come to a bridge in the present day at that spot, and that is when Cloud remembers Zack and tells Tifa, like, I remember Zack, he died here. Like, And Tifa is just like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, how do you know about him? Like, she's not revealing everything, but like, anyway, the reason I bring that up is because if Zack is in this universe, at what point does he meet the party?
Yeah.
Because if he meets them early, will that change that event of Tifa helping Cloud piece back his memories back together?
Yeah.
And I hope it's late. Not that I hope it's late, but I just hope it's after that. Because I think that's such like a heavy emotional moment and like really strong storytelling.
Right.
So like I wouldn't want it to change that much.
Yeah.
It already kind of started bothering me that that Cloud is remembering who Zack is. If I'm being honest, it does bother me. I don't like that change. But I just hope they don't remove all the weight from that revelation.
Oh, nice use of that. Yeah.
Oh my god, I didn't do that on purpose.
Yo, but see, that's what I'm saying.
Oh my god.
It's all connected.
It's the perfect title.
Yeah.
It's the perfect title.
It's the perfect title. It really is. No, that's fair, you know, because, and this is why, like, I always love talking to you about Final Fantasy VII, because, like, there is so much to talk about it. And it's crazy.
Yeah,
it's one game. It's one game, 3 discs long. Obviously, we have Crisis Core, and obviously we have Advent Children, and you could even throw in the Dirge of Cerberus. And you know what?
Yeah.
It's funny. I even see some people now throwing in that I think it was like a PC game now, or it was
Before Crisis.
Yeah, the Ever Crisis game.
It's a mobile game, but it's available on PC. It actually has cross save too, so you can play
Dude,
them both.
like I see people even throwing that in there for like if you want more context to like storylines and whatnot, which I think is
it's like
amazing.
young Sephiroth. That's
dude.
That's the story it tells.
It's so sick. But yeah, I always appreciate whenever you do have a concern for like story beats, especially if if they're weighted, right? I also will agree with you when it comes to Zack's placement, like where will he fall in Revelation? And I almost want it to be like similar to when he pulled up in Rebirth. Like especially like when it like really like when things really started to get crazy. Like because like you said, like you do get to play as Zack a little bit, like in little spurts.
It's like 10 minutes, yeah.
But it's like nothing like major, because it's like it's almost like, you know, you have to treat each moment or like chapter in a way as like their own little episodes. And in between episodes, you'd get like a meanwhile moment in Zack's perspectives, right? And like, and while that was great, and I was just like, I already told y'all we were definitely playing as Zack. At the very end of Remake, after that 27-hour stream I pulled, I was like, bro, as soon as I seen Zack, and there was like, I will let you go, like that godlike song at the end, I was freaking out. I was already deprived with sleep, but that woke me the hell up. Oh my god. I was like, bro, we're playing as Zack. We're playing as Zack in the next one. Happens. Yeah. But what I really was expecting was like, no. We're playing as Zack with Cloud. That's what I should have said. Yeah. To make it way more clear. And how that happened, it was so epic. The way it happened, it was. Yep. You couldn't have asked for a better way. And then like even how they pulled him back out, I was like, oh, it's like they
it's a literal tease.
Yes. They it's like they want you to. They're providing reason for the player to want him again for part 3. So in a weird sense, obviously being that this is the finale to the whole trilogy, I would expect him to come back towards that later part of the game and feel like he is a little bit more permanent on the squad. Because notice right now on all the promotional stuff, at least, I shouldn't say promotional stuff, but at least with all the interviews and the little excerpts that are coming out from just like these last 24 hours alone, right? Yeah. All the stuff you will find, they are talking specifically about things that were shown in the trailer, aka our boy Sid, aka our boy Vincent. As they are now playable party characters, which is awesome. And I'll be the first to admit, because again, I take full accountability for even taking this long just to freaking beat the original, right? Like, you know, at this point, it's like, listen, my hands are up. Like, just don't shoot. You know what I'm saying? But like Sid in the original was always a character. Well, I was just like, like I don't feel like connected with him as much. So I end up not really using him all that much in the original.
Of course.
Now I saw his gameplay in Revelation, dude. I'm locked in on Sid. Like I can't wait to use him. Like I can't wait to just flip flop between all these characters, especially Vincent. That's the beautiful part about this game is like they're giving you reason to care and want to experience all these characters in this presentation, because that's what this is. Like this is a whole presentation, feature presentation of Final Fantasy VII. That's why it's getting all the love that it's getting. I'm sorry if you're not a 7 fanatic, but I mean, look, they're showing us and reminding us why every time.
So speaking of Zach, there was a Den Feminico interview,
Yes.
gamer interview. I think this is a different interview than the one I texted you about this morning.
Right.
But in it with Naoki Hamaguchi, the game's director,
Yeah.
there is a very specific line here that I've highlighted. Zach will be a more important part of the game than in Rebirth. And I think that's very important. I'd have to read the interview. I guess it's in Japanese. But it's not saying he's a more important part of the story. He's a more important part of the game. And I think that is very specific because everything that they have shown so far is gameplay. Like they really, like the weapons coming out and Sephiroth, like stuff like that is more cinematic stuff.
Right.
But like the bulk of these trailers is gameplay. And like Hamaguchi has specifically talked about that in several interviews now of like, we want to show the gameplay. Like, you know what this game is. Like, we do not need to keep explaining this. This whole game is about playing it. So like, that's all we really want to show you. And so calling out Zach being a more important part of the game says to me that you're going to play as him. I'm kind of wondering if like Zach finds the party during the weapon attack on Mideel when Cloud is like unconscious, and maybe like Tifa still gets lost with him in the live stream, but then like Zach is like waiting for them with the rest of the party, and then Cloud wakes up and it's like, what the fuck are you doing here? And then that's how they sort of explain like the multiverse a bit better.
Yeah.
Because that was another thing that I feel like they kind of didn't do a great job of in Rebirth. But yeah, so Zach's possibly in our universe. One other thing that I wanted to call out, this is a change that I didn't love in Rebirth. After Remake, towards the end of Remake, it becomes very apparent that both Aerith and Red 13 are aware of something. Like, they know that this world that they're living in is off. And that Sephiroth being present is wrong. And like, Aerith even says to him, you're wrong. Like, you shouldn't be here. And then she cleanses the portal. And then as you're fighting the Whisper Harbinger, the second to last boss in Remake, every time you break off a piece, everybody gets like a future sight sort of moment. Barrett says, what the hell was that? And Red 13 says, and it's like one of my favorite lines from the game, that's why I remember it. He says, a glimpse of tomorrow if we fail here today. And it's like glimpses of the events of the original game. It's Meteor falling. It's Aerith's water burial. It's Red 13 running with his pack at the 200 years later at the end of the game. Like, it's very clearly saying we are changing things. And like, Zack lives at the end of the game. The text that comes up right before the credits is the unknown journey will continue. Like, it was so apparent that they were ready to make big changes. And then in Rebirth, they just do away with it all. Like, Aerith and Red 13 are talking in Junon, and they're discussing the fact that they no longer have these memories. Like, they no longer have that connection. And the way they explain it away is Aerith says, when the Whispers touched me, I lost those memories. And what they show is in Aerith's bedroom, or like her prison cell in Shinra HQ from the first game, the Whispers are touching her, but there's still like 5 hours of game after that where you have the fight on the highway, where she cleanses the portal, where she talks to Sephiroth. Like, the Whispers did not take her fucking memories away in that moment as they showed.
Mm-hmm.
She still had them. And so to me, it was just like, why go through all that trouble to then just do away with it and bring the Whispers back anyway? Like,
yeah. It
just didn't make a ton of sense to me. Like, it really, that's the one thing in Rebirth. I don't give a shit about her maybe not dying, maybe dying, Omni Aerith, Omni Sephiroth, Livestream Aerith. I don't care about any of that. I'm fine with all of that. It's the fact that they just kind of like undid their own cool thing for no reason.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I think I hope for the sake of keeping that, that raw epicness intact, I hope that there's a better answer as to why, or there's something that is explained in Revelation, because that is crazy to undo. I'm truly hopeful. I mean, I have all the faith in the world, just based on like how they've managed to give us the first two games, and just how amazing the third part looks, that everything that they have done has explicitly been for a reason. And I think it's quite literally all gonna come back together in this grandiose finale. I mean, obviously I could be wrong, because there's a lot of other things outside of Final Fantasy where people will like clamor over and it's like super beloved, and then like it just kind of falls flat on its face at the end, which really sucks. But like for this, because I
don't think it's gonna happen.
I don't think it's gonna happen, just because it's like, even though this is a remake of the original, they are still keeping all the major checkpoints while still making it feel like super fresh at the same time. So we'll see.
Cool. All right, so another thing that was an interesting change in Rebirth, and it seems to even be carrying into part 3, although we've only really gotten combat dialogue from him, is Cid's attitude and just general character seems to be very different from the original. In Rebirth, he's very friendly. He actually has this interesting connection to Aerith and her mother, because he said like he was just like a Shinra worker, and like came across Ilfana and Aerith when he didn't realize they were prisoners in Shinra, like until way later. And like he even says to Aerith in the game, like, in Rebirth, I want to help. Like, I knew your mother, and I'm very sorry for what happened to her. Like, this is a very different Cid. So the general community question is this a rewrite? Are they completely redoing this character? Or is he sort of hiding? Like, is he kind of just hiding himself a little bit? And everybody in Final Fantasy VII does that. Like, everybody starts one way and ends another way. Like, everybody has an arc. And so could that be it? I will say, going through the original game now, he does say some, like, he is very rude to Shara, the other scientist that like worked on the rocket with him. Like, he is rude to her, but like, I feel like our memories of him are a little overblown. Granted, I haven't done the rocket mission yet again. I've only like, I got Cid in the party and then moved on. But like his dialogue in that first interaction with Shara, and even his flashback to the rocket and like explaining Shara, he's fucking rude. Don't get me wrong. Like, he does curse at her, but like, I don't think he's like as like awful as we remember. And so I'm curious if they kind of just like went back to the original script. And I am playing it in Japanese. Like, I'm using a translator, but like I am playing the original Japanese version. It's actually, I have right here, it's Final Fantasy VII International.
Fire.
I am playing that, but like, even in that script, he's like not as crazy. And so just curious if our memories are a little bit bad about it. Like, they're just like construed or misconstrued, sort of like Clouds. Oh my God. Or if it's like, if they're just going to just show that in part 3 and like actually make him an asshole, and then he'll have an arc to change. Like, he needs an arc to change. You know what I mean? So like, maybe, who knows? But yeah, how did you feel about Cid's change?
Okay, so I'm glad you asked, because I think this kind of goes back to what I was already like bringing up about Cid, with how like they made him feel like a way more interesting and relatable, connectable character too in this trilogy. And I feel like that is actually done by design, because I think what a lot of us tend to forget, because we're so in the moment, is that this is an alternate reality within Final Fantasy VII. Okay, this is not even the original cast. And when I say original cast, I am completely referring to the original 3 discs on the PlayStation 1.
Right.
Those
it's a different set of characters.
Yeah, those blocky looking characters, that's the original cast. That's Earth 616 right there, right? But this right here, this whole remake universe, this is like 1616 or 1610, however way you want to phrase it. This is a completely different timeline, and it shows obviously by all these different moments and things that are changed or altered, and even some of the characters, like you said, Aerith and Red 13, they're just like, this doesn't seem right or feel, especially with Aerith for sure. She's like, you're not supposed to be here, because she's got something special about her, obviously, where she can just feel things, and she is like kind of closer to the planet, figuratively and literally at the same time.
Yeah.
And even feeling the presence of Sephiroth, she already knows, like, bro, you don't belong here because you're not from here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't go here. So
yeah,
I think that has.
You don't even go to this school.
Exactly. It's like, you can't sit with us, right? Like,
yeah.
You can't, like, people cannot forget that. And I feel like that is like they the way they built this whole universe, this new world is on that. This is a remake, this is a rebirth, this is a revelation of something that we are all familiar with. And while those things, there is some obvious connective tissue, this is their opportunity to take what we know and to enhance it, make it better, so that way the overall experience and presentation is, I want to say, just even better than the original, loved more from more fans and stuff like that. And I think that even with like take a fan that's never played the original, for example, and like they're being introduced to this new universe with Remake, Rebirth, and now Revelation, and I guess it with Intergrade and even Crisis Core Reunion. They are experiencing all this for the first time. So like this is like their first impression of these characters. And I feel like a lot more people that are just playing this for the first time, they're falling in love with it for like how things are. And I'm predicting that if they were to take the plunge and decide, or take the leap rather, to be like, oh, I want to see how it was on the original version, they will definitely be able to pick out a lot of the changes because of those fundamental characteristics. And it's just like, damn, Sid was an ass, like, you know, you know, and now he's like way more likable and all that kind of stuff. And this tends to happen when you have like when there's franchises with legacy. Clearly Final Fantasy VII got legacy. And when something got legacy, there's a high chance it's gonna have adaptations. This is an adaptation. Let's not forget. This is a big ass adaptation, no less, but
yeah,
it's adaptation.
All right, yeah. Okay, two other things on Rebirth before we move on. So something that this isn't really, maybe it's a talking point, maybe it's not, but there are two universes happening in Rebirth that's established right from the jump.
Exactly.
There's Cloud's universe, there's Zack's universe.
Yep.
Cloud, I'm just going to read what I wrote. Cloud was able to see through his alternate universe's self's eyes. So his eyes in the alternate, I can't even say this word, alternate universe.
Yeah.
When Cloud goes to sleep before the date in the Gold Saucer, he's sleeping in the Haunted Mansion Hotel. He goes to sleep and then begins to see through his own eyes in the alternate universe as he's sitting in the wheelchair and Zack is talking to Marlene with Aerith in the room. Like, the veil is thinning between these universes. And then it happens another time, actually a little bit earlier, after you go through the Cave of the Gi for Red 13's story. And then what they change there in this game, and I actually kind of dig this change a lot, is that instead of just like having the moment where Red 13, or Nanaki as he's known at that point in the game, I like that. That's another thing that we should talk about. Anyway, after he like has the revelation again, I'm not using this word.
It's fine. It's fine.
I guess this
Roll
is
with
the
it.
perfect word.
Yeah.
After he learns the truth about his father, like saving Cosmo Canyon and fighting the Gi and sealing them behind this cave, Gi Natak, the leader of the Gi tribe, shows up and he's like, we have another story to tell you. And then you go to this brand new place that was not in the original game, which is like the village of the Gi. and you take a boat to that village from Cosmo Canyon to that village, and Aerith puts her hand in the water, and it's very clearly like supposed to be like close to the live stream, like you're pretty far underground at that point. She puts her hand in the water, and then she feels Zack. Like, and so again, like the veil is thinning, and it seems like Sephiroth sort of talks at the end of the game of like the live stream connects all of this. Like, and so he really is this like live stream traveling entity.
Ooh, I like
which
that.
is actually spoken about in the original game. Like, when you're in the Northern Crater, or really Gaia's Cliff, on disc 2, and you're like, you don't realize you're going to Sephiroth, like you're going to trigger the reunion. Like he says, like, I traveled the live stream. Like, so this is not new. Like him doing this is not new. The alternate universe stuff is new, but like his ability to do things via the live stream is not new information. Like that was in the original game. So I just thought that was really interesting, but the veil is absolutely thin between all of this, and why that is, I don't know. Like maybe they'll explain that, maybe it's not necessary to explain, but I just thought it was very interesting.
I think while you were saying that, my prognostication thing kind of just triggered my spidey sense, something.
Yep.
And I think I know why. And this is gonna be crazy. And I don't know why I didn't think of this sooner, but you know what? Everything happens for a reason, right? So you know how you said, and you reminded everybody that, like you say, the veil is thinning. It's like the worlds are converging in a way.
Yep.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's a convergence.
Right?
That's what Sephiroth says at the end, yeah.
Yeah. So Cloud, being that he is seeing through his own eyes, but in Zack's point, or right in his universe. So in a weird way, I feel like, yeah, all these things are literally going to make sense in Revelation, and it's gonna be crazy. And let me just get to it, because I don't know. I do this thing where I just hype things and whatever. I can't help it. So if Zack has traveled, like Zack has literally been in both for a small temporary point, but he has been in both. Cloud has also technically been in both through this like moments where he's like seeing himself on the other side, right? And I think there might actually be a moment where that happens again, except only the difference is that is how he will pull Aerith back in, because Aerith is still good on that side, is she not?
In Zack's universe?
Yeah, I thought she was still, like, isn't she still, like, alive, technically?
Not necessarily, because if you... Oh, it's unclear. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's unclear if when she wakes up and her and Cloud have, like, their final date in Sector 5, it's unclear if that is the same universe as the one with Zack.
I'm telling you, all of this unclear, like, who knows what. Because in that universe, all the rest of the party is presumably dead, right? You brought this up, like Tifa and Barrett, and they're all, like, you know, presumed dead. And so it's like in that timeline right now, it's literally only Cloud, Zack, and Aerith. And like they specifically put Aerith and Cloud in situations where you don't even think twice to be like, oh, they can't get involved somehow in any way because whatever, right? Dude, that's done on purpose, so that way it could pay off. Because if the two worlds are converging, then that literally is going to mean that Cloud is gonna have some sort of weird sync overlap, but somehow through the weirdness and the magic of it all, that is how
magic of Disney.
Yeah, that is how Zack comes in, but that is also how they bring Aerith in back too, and that's gonna be a crazy moment. And it all comes back to one of the old questions that we had on early episodes of RECAST, where we're just like, we're gonna have to make a choice.
Mm.
Aerith or Zack. I feel like that's gonna happen. I don't know, like something, because that would be crazy. Because again, that doesn't happen in the original. We don't play as Zack in the original either. There's a lot of things that don't happen.
I will say.
Go ahead.
I will say not to pour cold water on anything, but Hamaguchi has said there are 8 party members, which is the correct number.
Yeah.
And he's also said there's one ending.
It's fine. That's fine. This one ending could be one of the biggest endings in video game history.
Sure. Yeah. They want to say this is the end of Final Fantasy VII Remake. Like, yeah. But I don't know. Like, maybe for the final battle, you can bring one of them in, but the other one has to stay dead. Like,
that could be the choice. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know. Wow.
I don't know. All right. Last thing that I wanted to talk about from Rebirth is, and we sort of already talked about this, but there is basic confirmation of this sort of like Omni Aerith and Omni Sephiroth theory, where like, and this is sort of alluded to in Remake, where like when Sephiroth shows up on the highway towards the end of the game, Aerith kind of starts speaking in a bit of a different tone, more authoritative and more just aware of everything. And she's just like, you're wrong. You're not supposed to be here. She cleanses the poor, like that whole speech and everything. Like, the theory was like, that's like the Aerith in the live stream that's speaking through her. Like, she's sort of a vessel for that entity.
Yeah.
And then the Sephiroth that we are chasing is not, and that keeps showing up, is not necessarily like the Genova, like Sephiroth clone kind of thing. Like, it's actually Sephiroth from the live stream. And like, that's why in the beginning of Final Fantasy VII Remake, when you're like leaving Sector 1 after the first reactor bombing, Cloud has like a flashback. He begins like chasing Sephiroth like immediately in the beginning of the game. Like, that did not happen in the original. And so like, it's sort of confirmed at the end of the game that when Aerith joins you for the final battle, which is so nuts, the Sephiroth you are fighting there and the Sephiroth that you fought in Remake is from the live stream. So it's just sort of confirmation of that. Yeah, but the question that I wanted to pose is, how will... my bet was Final Fantasy VII Returns, so if I ever mention that in this episode of the podcast, it's because of my script. But how will Revelation handle Cloud's mental state with respect to Aerith? Will there be a scene where she tells him she's real and not a manifestation of Genova? Because that is a theory about the final cutscene of Rebirth, is that the Aerith that's in that cutscene is in Cloud's mind just as a manifestation of Genova. It's not actually Aerith at all. Like, he's just fully hallucinating due to Genova's control over him.
Wow.
Or is it actually him? Or is it actually her? I think it's her because Red 13 senses her and says Aerith. Like, I think it's her, but because of like the way like Cloud says it in the game of like what Genova does, like she takes the form of those you love, like she knows what something like that. Like she's a shapeshifter. She takes the form of those you love, those you hate, those you hold dear. Like, she can do those things. And so like Cloud in Rebirth doesn't believe that Tifa is real for a few minutes. Like, he thinks that like she's just Genova. You know what I mean? Like, so how will part 3 handle this like psychic break that he's going through?
That's a great question, dude. Because I don't even know, to be honest. Like, that's something that I'm sure a lot of people are gonna wonder. Because, like, you know, we started this episode even saying like there's a lot of questions that we still need answers for, and
a lot of questions.
It's gonna be a long 12 months or so, 10 months, whenever this game actually does come out. Like,
spring 27 is, I think, April, May, June. It could be now. Like, I don't know.
Imagine, if it was actually, if they say spring 27, but it comes out in June, that would be crazy. I was like, June is not spring. Like, that's OD.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because the other ones were winter of that year, you know, and like they were like March basically. So
yeah, I remember when Remake came out, it was April. Originally, it was supposed to come out in March, but
it was supposed to be March.
Yeah. And then it came out in April, like right in the peak of COVID, you know.
Yeah.
But even a pandemic could not stop that game.
Could not stop the reunion. Nothing could stop the reunion, brother.
Oh my god. See, like that's the power of Final Fantasy VII, guys. Like, I don't know what else to tell you.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the Rebirth recap.
Mm-hmm.
just wanted to get that out of the way because it's been 3 years since we did this.
Yep.
So I would like for us to take a little bit of time now. Why don't you tell us where you're at in the original Final Fantasy VII? While you do that, I'm going to grab a drink of water, but I am still listening. So you go ahead.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
All right. So guys, where I left off, or where I'm at right now, especially since the last episode that we recorded, I honestly don't even remember where I was at then. I think around. Oh no, actually, I do remember because Johnny was at my house. So I just cleared disc 2. I got to the very end, or no, maybe it was disc 1. I don't know. I can't honestly. I don't remember what disc at this point. But either way, I just saw the big final moment with Aerith, and then ever since then,
that was at the start of the last episode.
Yeah,
she died.
Yeah. I was recapping how like the last episode. That's where I was at. No, you're good. So ever since then, now I'm at the part where I'm basically just grinding. I'm actually raising, because you were telling me that Yuffie is actually kind of busted. So I'm like grinding Yuffie to help with this with these big final fights. And I took I think 2 of the weapons out, or at least one of them. I know I did. I bodied one of them.
Yeah, you haven't done the optional ones yet.
Yeah. I got a gold chocobo, which of course Johnny helped with that as well, because originally I thought I was about to like be miserable trying to do all these races and stuff. Nope, apparently we have the magic of RNG manipulation. So no hacks, no cheats.
Gaming. That guide is incredible.
Yeah, man. Shout outs to him, because like that alone probably saved me hours of just...
Yeah, it did.
It really did. It really did, because when I finally had the time to sit down and like watch the tutorial and like follow along as he was, doing it, I followed it to the T. I want to say I honestly probably finished it within like half an hour. Like with all the steps, like, getting the chocobo, breeding them correctly, feeding them correctly, and then finally leading into like having like that gold one. And I was just like, once I got the gold one, I was like, oh wow, so this is the game's action replay. You literally can just walk anywhere. Like
you walk anywhere you want. It's like a no clip.
Yeah, like
it's a cheat.
That's sick. Like, yeah, it felt like a cheat at that point. But
in 9 they fly.
Oh really? Oh, that's pretty cool.
It's basically you have 2 airships in that game.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a story reason why you have 2, but do you have 2? I can't remember. In 6 I know you have 2. Anyway, it basically becomes like just an alternate airship. Mm-hmm. And then there's a whole like extra side quest and mega boss in the sky. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. But yeah, and then like, I found like the 4 hidden item materials, or I think they were just materia, like the Knights of the Round. Obviously that's the big one that I was missing, so I was able to find that. And so yeah, I'm just like, I was going back and forth between like the North Crater, and the other day when I was streaming, I almost accidentally like continued like with because like the party was there, and I was like trying to like, how the hell do I get out of here? Like I know there's a way out, and then like I kept like circling back around to like where they were at. And like I accidentally hit A to talk to one of them. I was like, oh no, wait, no, I'm not ready to go.
Yeah,
I'm not ready to go. So I'm glad that they at least have, a bunch of checkups. Like, oh, are you sure you actually wanna?
Yes. Yeah.
I do appreciate that.
Because once you start that, it's over. Like you literally, there's no save point. There's no nothing. It's just
the end.
3 hours just to the end of the game.
Yeah. So yeah, that I'm glad for that. So yeah. So right now, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to obtain the ribbon item from the Toneberry King, which has like 44,000 HP or something like that, you were telling me. So yeah, so right now I'm just grinding out battles to level up. My Cloud is like in the high 80s. I think he's like level 88. I got like Red 13 and like low 80s, possibly high 70s, and then Yuffie is like high 60s. So like I'm just trying to grind that out, get that ribbon, and then go get I believe it's in at the gold saucer, the battle. What I keep forgetting the name for the battle. I want to call it the battle hub, but that's Street Fighter. Like that's
Yeah, it's Battle Square or Battle.
The
Arena.
Battle Square. Yeah. Battle Square, Battle Arena. So and then once I do that, then I'll be able to just go underground or underwater rather, take out the weapon down there. I always mix them up. Or is that a weapon, emerald weapon, right?
Emerald's underwater.
Yeah, emerald's underwater. Okay. Yeah, I almost ran into emerald by accident too.
Yeah.
Because I had to.
I was telling somebody about that. Like the thing just shows up.
It really does.
It's always
like,
lurking.
It's a freaking jump scare, bro. Like if you're not too careful. Like, because I had to, because you were telling me, oh yeah, Yuffie needs her ultimate weapon, and it's like in that underwater, I would keep saying underground, in that underwater ship that sunk, and I was like, I thought I got everything out of here, because I was there like way earlier, and it's literally, it was a hidden chest that you cannot see, like it's like,
really?
Yeah, like, so it's funny because like when I looked up like I googled it, I'm like, where do I find like Yuffie's like final weapon or whatever, and the directions say you pass the save point and you go through that door, and it's like to the far left. That's actually inaccurate, Google. All right, so what
Google AI fucking is terrible.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's
AI has been invented since our last episode, by the way.
Right,
like, AI is taking over the fucking world.
Yeah. So it's like very hard to avoid. Sometimes it's okay when it comes to research on stuff, but like in this instance, it had me going into the next room, which it was not in. What it really should have said was, at the save point, go in that door, and then you go down and around the stairs, and it's up to the left in that general area, which you cannot see. You literally just have to go up to like pretty much like a wall or something, and then you keep clicking around, and then boom, you will get her weapon. But you literally visibly cannot see it. So I finally got it, and I was like, wow, like that's crazy. I thought I had it this whole time, like you thought I did too, because I already been there. And I usually get all the items that I can and all the chests anyway. So yeah, so now I got that. I'm trying to do all that stuff so that way I can pretty much Knights of the Round my way through the last part of the game. So here we are.
All right, so now that you're basically at the end, like you could trigger the end at this point. Do you have any ideas of how it'll end, or like what the next sequence of events are?
Honestly, I don't even want to put anything out there, because clearly we're fighting Sephiroth at some point, right? That much is obvious, because it's like he's the big bad. He is, first of all, he's not even just the big bad. He is the biggest of bads in all of video games.
Yes.
All right, that's a fact, and
Most
Sakurai-san
video
made
game.
that. Exactly. So yeah, I don't even want to put out there like what I could possibly imagine, because I don't even know. And I'm glad that I don't know. And I'm also glad that I don't know how I was able to get away with this many years of not being spoiled on what actually happens at this end point. Because for all I know, they could have a Jesus Christ summoning and boom, like that's how they deal with it. Or they could be pulling out some crazy, I don't know. But I just want to be completely locked in the zone when it happens, so that I could just appreciate it. Because sometimes when you like make predictions and if it doesn't happen, that kind of sours like what you actually end up getting, And I just don't want to come off, because like this, I feel like there's already been moments where I have taken this game for granted in a way. I will admit, because like the game is again almost gonna be 30 years old next year. And there's guys like you that have played this game multiple times. I'm still on playthrough 1, okay? Playthrough 1, which is crazy. And through all the gaps that I have personally had where I haven't played it, and I go back to it, and then it's like, oh, it feels like freaking homework sometimes, where it's just like, oh my God. Sure. I gotta do.
I mean, I'm forced to do chocobo breeding in my playthrough. Yeah, that glitch doesn't work.
Yeah,
so I have to do that final homework.
Yeah, and but it's like you do the homework right, you get rewarded. You literally get rewarded in having like a smoother experience. You know, you get to see cooler stuff at the same time. So it's like I'm not even trying to come off like any more than I might have already, because you know it's like you know, as a streamer, content creator myself, it's like there's a lot of games and a lot of other things that I obviously want to do, but this is something that I've been holding off on for far too long. So I don't even want to say anything. I just want to experience it, to let it happen, so I could just like sink in on it and just let it happen, and then I can just sit in and be like, I did it finally. Like, okay, oh my god. But yeah, like, and that's like the most respectful thing, because like I wish, and hopefully I wanted to bring this up on the podcast, is that one thing I cannot wait for with finishing the game is not feeling like I have to tread on water or walk on thin ice with being like around certain parts of the internet, just in case, right. You know, because I don't want to get spoiled, and like, and that's why I'm saying, like, I can't believe I haven't been spoiled on the end after so many years.
There are things from Rebirth that, like, not that they have to do with the end of the game, but like there's like weird moments in Rebirth where it's like, oh, that's in the wrong order, that like you don't realize are in the wrong order.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, yeah. So it's cool. I agree. Like, it's cool that you haven't had these. Like, you knew Aerith died.
Yeah,
like,
everybody knows that.
Impossible to avoid.
Yeah.
But like everything else, you're still completely blind every time you play it. Like, I love it so much.
Bro, I got spoiled on Aerith literally when we first met in person, ECT3, bro. I got spoiled on that, John, when everyone was setting up the room and I was helping.
Oh, and that was my fault.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Literally setting up the stage, and it was like Team Spooky stream, so shout out to Spooky.
Yes,
I remember. You put the PS3 on there just to make sure. Oh, let's test the audio video. Oh, let's play. And then everyone was watching it too, and you're like, oh, here we go. And then it's like, wait, what? And then it's like everyone's like, no, but everyone knows what happens because everyone's just playing along. And it's like, boom, I see freaking Sephiroth freaking bring that shit down, and I was like, damn, that's crazy. They kill her. But you know, like, that's the only thing. But
I didn't know I was the one who spoiled it for you. I did not know that.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't even consider it you directly being like the one that
I'm the one who loaded that game. That was my PlayStation. I was like, that'd be fun to play Final Fantasy VII on a giant screen. Let's do that. Yeah. Loaded up the save, boom, let it happen. And I was just like, oh, shit. Yeah, but it's okay. It's literally okay, because like if it wasn't then, it would have been that spoiler is so hard to avoid. But everything else, I feel like, surprisingly, is pretty safe. And like, you know, there's been streams that I've sat in on, like from Max's streams, when like they're deep in it, and like I'll even be like, hey guys, is it safe to be in here if I've never beaten the original? And his chat will be like, oh yeah, nah, get out. And, get out.
Yeah. And I'll be like, all right, peace, I'll come back, you know, tomorrow or something like that, right? But
that's cool. I'm glad his chat is like that.
Yeah, and that's awesome. So yeah, ultimately, man, like I can't wait to be done so that I can then go back in and watch like people's deep dives and the dissections. And that way I feel way more connected, because truthfully, with my experience being as unique as it is, I have had broken parts. Like, I've had parts of the whole story, but in chunks here, chunks there, a little bit here.
Yeah.
And over my lifetime, essentially. Like, I got Final Fantasy VII on disc when I was a freshman in high school, secondhand, for $3, because the dude who sold it to me didn't want it, cracked case and everything. So that's the copy I own, and those are the discs that I played up until, you know, the digital versions like PSP, like I mentioned. But everything has been like so dispersed around, like the freaking Dragon Balls. It's like, it's all over the place. So I can't wait to then go back and re-experience it that way. Because like realistically, it's like, like I'm not gonna overhype and oversell and be like, I can't wait to just jump back from the beginning all over again and just go through all, like, it's too soon, right? It's way too soon if I was to ever do that. But at the very least, I can literally watch like people's long ass videos of going through the entire story, whether it's through all the cutscenes and everything, and hear people's perspectives and what they feel like certain parts mean and this and that, and not have to worry about being spoiled on Max's stream anymore or whatever, or like, and then I can even have conversations with you fully about, you know, because like you've done such a great job with just being like you have been the watcher, like Marvel's watcher, just making sure that my experience has been so like pristine to the best possible way.
I want to preserve it for you. It's very
special. And I love that, dude. Like our friendship is godlike. I can't, like, everybody needs a Johnny Cage in their life. Okay, like
that's very kind.
If you have not experienced this game or whatever game, and you have a friend that is literally like holding your hand almost, or at least like, bro, like come through, like, you know, like he's showing things around. Like everybody needs somebody like that, bro. Like that's so like. Oh my god, like that's how much this game means. He has gone out of his way to make sure that I'm not fucking shit up. He'll be like, listen, you could do this or you could do this, but I know you don't want to do this, but trust me, you should definitely do this.
Yeah.
You know what? Because he knows me. He knows that like I'm very like reactionary, and like I appreciate shit like this. And what's crazy is, Johnny, you were literally there when I first finally got past like a huge checkpoint in my entire playthrough. Like you were sitting right next to me, like at that point. So it's like, come on, man. Like it's this year for sure. I got my Switch 2 behind me. It's happening, bro. Like we're getting through this game.
I'm glad, dude. Speaking of getting through the game, so I am also playing, and I've spoken about this, you know, in the podcast already. Like I am also playing through Final Fantasy VII International, which is this game here. So like a good gamer, I finally went to Japan and spent a lot of money on games.
It's a magical place, isn't it?
Yeah, and I've also been restoring. I'll turn my camera around so you can see it. But I've also been gradually restoring this machine here.
That PSX.
This right here. This is a PSX. So that is a DVR with a PlayStation 2 inside. So I've been playing the game in Japanese using a PC application called Game Sentence Miner, MINER. And basically what it does is it uses AI through the Google Lens API and then through the Google Translate API. It basically sees what's on your screen and then just translates it.
Right.
And so it's able to I set my capture card as a source and then it reads that. So I'm playing the Japanese script through machine translation, which it's not perfect, of course, but it does, you know, it does translate it. And so playing through this, we talked about the gold chocobo and how there's like a new method that was found a few years ago. There's this YouTuber named Fuzzfinger Gaming. He's got a lot of great FF7 guides out there for like new found methods on how to do things. So I was able to get Omni Slash from the Battle Square on Disc 1. So I finished Disc 1 with Cloud's level 4 limit break, Aerith's level 4 limit break, and Red 13's level 4 limit break, and Yuffie's level 4 limit break. So like 4 out of the 9 I had done already. I'd never had Omni Slash in Disc 1. He also has a gold chocobo guide to get that as soon as you gain control of Tifa on Disc 2. So as soon as you get the high wind, you can get that gold chocobo. And it saves you from doing all the racing. You never have to touch the chocobo track. You do it all through like Ryan was saying, like through RNG manipulation, where like you save like one step in front of the chocobo ranch. This way, when you load the save, you just hold forward and you don't even see the world map. You just immediately load into the chocobo ranch, and like doing that and feeding a specific chocobo one specific green and then breeding it with a specific nut, like you're able to get a gold chocobo in like 30 minutes. Unfortunately, that doesn't work on this version. I tried it for like an hour and a half and it just wouldn't work. So I've got to go through all that manually again.
Unfortunately, that does suck.
Yeah, it's fine. I've done it plenty of times.
He's just another day on the job.
Yeah, it's no big deal. So I'm almost done. I'm currently in the, I have found Cloud. I have gotten the huge materia from the Coral Train. I've gotten the huge materia from, what was the other one? What's the second one that you get?
Wait, from you talking about the gold chocobo findings?
No. When you're playing as Sid, you get the one from the train, and then the hell's the other one?
I don't remember. I definitely don't remember.
Why am I drawing such a blank on this? I just did it.
It happens.
Oral and Four Condor. Yeah, the Four Condor one takes 5 minutes. I just fight the boss. So I got those two. So now I'm going back to Medeal, and I'm about to piece back together Cloud's memories, and then do the underwater reactor and the rocket. So I'm about halfway done with Disc 2, and it's been really cool to play this game with like the original script, even though again it is being machine translated.
Mm-hmm.
And there's one thing that I wanted to point out, and that's like Final Fantasy VII was famously translated by one person in like a very short amount of time, like a couple weeks.
That's insane.
Back in '97, and so like he did a fantastic job given what he had, but it seems like playing through this version of the game, the way it was translated was just kind of like line for line, not necessarily playing the game and understanding or having all the context of what was happening in each scene. And so there have been a few moments where the script wasn't necessarily like different in terms of like the general sentences that they're saying.
Yeah.
But the context, they end up using much stronger language, like just better word choices. And so one of the things, and I sent some screenshots to some friends, was the date between Cloud and Aerith at the Gold Saucer near the end of Disc 1. In the English version, this is when they're on the gondola. She starts saying, first off, it bothered, and this is from the English script. She says, first off, it bothered me how you looked exactly alike. Two completely different people, but look exactly the same. The way you walk, gesture. I think I must have seen him again in you, but you're different. Things are different. And so she's like alluding to the fact that like she sees Zack in Cloud, right? In the Japanese version, she says, and again, the words are just a little bit different. She says, at first, I was curious because you looked so alike. You're completely different people, but you look exactly alike. The way you walk, the way you move your hands, I saw him in you, but that's not it. It's different now. And so, like, she said, like, I just felt like it evokes it a bit better, where it's like she sees Zack in Cloud, but not exactly. Like,
right.
She senses, like, there's something wrong here. Like, I don't understand why I see him in you. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
And, like, whereas in the English version, it's just sort of like, I feel like it sort of evokes, like, oh, like, you remind me of an old boyfriend. Like, which is true. It's true.
Right.
But it's different. It's just a little bit weaker in English.
Right.
And then right after that, she says, in English, she says, Cloud, I'm searching for you. I want to meet you. And Cloud says, but I'm right here. And then Aerith says, I know. What I mean is, I want to meet you. And it's like,
I want to meet
as an adult, you kind of get it.
Yeah.
But like in Japanese, again, it's just stronger. And she says, hey, Cloud, I'm looking for you. I want to see you. And Cloud says, I'm here. She says, yes, I know, but I want to see you. And so it's more like not meeting you, but she wants to see the real him. Like,
right.
She wants to see Cloud, not Zack.
Right.
And so she's like struggling, like, I'm falling in love with this guy, but for a weird reason. Like, whereas in English, it just doesn't translate the same way. And I just felt like the Japanese text was a bit stronger in that sense. And that's happened a few times throughout this playthrough, which I'm really glad to have experienced.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's sort of what I've been up to, is like going through this game. Probably finish it within the next few weeks. But it's been a lot of fun. It's really sick.
It's just adding more to your like collegiate level understanding of Final Fantasy VII overall, which is pretty dope.
Yeah.
It's pretty dope.
Yeah. And I do have... Yeah, I'm going to do this now. I do have something for you, so hang on one second.
Wait,
when you finish Final Fantasy VII...
Nah. I don't want to see it. I have to beat it first.
Okay.
I have to beat it. I have to beat it first. I don't want to know. I don't want to see.
Okay.
And that'll be something for the fans, the listeners, the viewers to look forward to as well, because it will be an earned.
All right.
It'll be an earned moment. It will not be a teased moment. I mean, it's already a tease, but like it will not be anything more than that. All right, because
All right.
I have had you and the rest of the world waiting this long for me to beat this game. I'm not gonna get cocky with it now. I'm gonna earn that, John.
All right. Honest to God, I thought about doing it here just as like.
Nah,
I
I got
fun,
you.
But I kind of respect you not wanting to know.
Exactly, bro. Come on. I keep it real.
All right.
100.
Okay, so we've come to the moment. I haven't looked at the timer. I'm guessing we're an hour in.
Something like that.
Hour 11. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's finally talk about Final Fantasy VII Revelation.
Oh.
And I think the only thing to do here is watch the trailers. So there's 2 trailers. There's the reveal, and then there's a gameplay trailer. However, the reveal trailer has a ton of gameplay in it as well.
Right.
So we'll just watch one, talk about it, and then watch the other.
Yeah.
And then we also need to talk about Maximilian having Hamaguchi in his fucking house and doing a 30-minute interview in his house.
Dude.
Like, that was crazy.
Well, yeah, let's get to the revelation because I can't wait to talk about that.
So let's start the trailer off here. Immediately, what I want to point out
1 second in
is this trailer starts the same exact way as the original Final Fantasy VII Remake reveal trailer.
Oh my god.
It's the same line. It says long
ago. Yeah, no, you're right. OD.
And it's just like the ultimate callback.
Yeah.
And in the remake trailer, I know I'll never get the opportunity to interview him, but like I want to know if that voice in that original remake trailer was intended to be Ginatak, or if it was just a cool voice that they found to do a voiceover.
Yeah.
But like now it is very apparent that the voice in the Revelation trailer is Ginatak. Like it is that voice actor. And so I'm just curious, like, was that always an intent, you know?
Yo, we gotta put it out there in the live stream. We gotta get these people.
Yeah.
That would be what would help us get more episodes in between these gameplay updates and all that kind of stuff and trailers. Is if we were to get like big influential people that have either worked on the game or just straight up Maximilian. Either way, it's cool.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you know, but yeah, that'd be sick.
All right, moving on.
Yeah.
So, Edge of Creation here.
Yep.
Ginatak. Development footage subject to change. All right, so we have all the Sephiroth clones clamoring up. He's holding Cloud here. Who knows? All right, there's Meteor. All right, so helicopter over Shinra HQ here with the Meteor.
Oh,
I'm gonna imagine that moment is when they show like that the cannon has been moved from Junon to Midgar.
yeah.
I'm assuming that's what that is.
I was gonna say actually, just bringing it back to Sephiroth holding Cloud for a second. I wanted to see how you felt. Like, what is the possibility of this being like a glimpse into another reality where Sephiroth like wins and they're just showing that? You know what I'm saying? Because like, didn't they make it like apparently clear that like he's been going through like timeline after timeline, just taking out, you know? Like, what if that's one of those glimpses that they're seeing in some weird way?
Be.
You know,
it very well could be.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, the only time that Cloud and Sephiroth like touch is when Cloud gives Sephiroth the black materia and Sephiroth is in that like Mako crystal.
Yes.
So
yeah.
It's not exactly like it would be weird if this was that moment. So you could be right. It could just be a glimpse at something.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be a lot of that in this game. I think there's going to be a ton of Sephiroth just fucking with Cloud.
100%. He makes a career out of this. No matter where Cloud is, I will always find you.
Yes, 100%. I really think they're going to crank it this time. Wild. The weapons, bro. The weapons. Ultimate weapon right here. Crazy.
They look amazing. Like
crazy.
I didn't even want to imagine what they would look like, because after seeing them in the original, it's like this clearly blows the original models out of the water. Like
it's funny. I just saw this cutscene the other day in the original when they come out of the planet.
Yeah.
So like unbelievable. And this is gonna be, I'm gonna imagine like the first 3 hours of the game.
Yeah, like they look like a cross between like Godzilla character, like Godzilla kaijus and Egyptian god cards in one.
Kinda.
They're insane.
So this is gameplay. This right here is gameplay. And what I find so interesting is it's weird. Like, I know this is such a weird nitpick, but there's no snow here.
Oh my God. I didn't even, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's sort of like, because in the original game, you scale Gaia's cliff, and there's literally like a tiny little mechanic where you've got to like mash square to keep your body temperature up.
Yes, I remember. Yep, that was annoying, but yes, I remember.
So like, there not being any snow here is a little strange, but on disc 3, when you go into the northern crater, it is not a cold environment. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah. I was just about to say like I remember. I mean, because that's basically where I'm at. That is essentially how it is. It's like you're at this point of this center of the crater, and there is literally no snow. It's as how it is portrayed here.
For sure.
This is the moment that cracked me. Like as soon as I saw this, that was like the first the first wetness in my eyes.
This moment got me too, because it's like, you're here. You know what I mean? Like, he's in there. And like, this is the start of disc 2 in the original game, is like getting to this moment basically. And so like, what's interesting though, Vincent is not here.
You're right. Oh my God.
I noticed that this morning on like the 15th time watch.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Vincent is not here.
Damn. I wonder why.
I don't know. He's there in the original, like he's follows you the entire time, but he's missing from this section.
Or wait, what if the reason why he's missing here is because he is doing that remember that side thing you had me do in the original where you like get more backstory on his like mom and stuff? I wonder
the
if
Lucrezia cave, yeah.
I wonder if that's done in this game, but it's the moments are separated and we actually get to just straight up play as Vincent for that story beat, and that's why he's not there. It's weird. It's weird, but remember, you did say like there were certain things that they did out of order in Rebirth, and I wouldn't have noticed.
Yeah.
It could be the same thing here.
100%. It's weird to me because I don't know. It's strange because at the end of Rebirth, they're just like in a grassy field. Like they've left the ancient city. They're in a grassy field, and then they take off in the tiny Bronco.
Right, yeah.
And it's like, that doesn't happen in the original. Like, you go from the city, the ancient city, or the Forgotten Capital, straight to Icicle Inn. Like, you just go straight up the cliff.
Yeah.
And like, there's no opportunity for anybody to break off. So like, clearly they're going to tell it a little bit differently. And it's completely possible that Vincent is just somewhere here. He's just not on screen. It's just odd that this is a party shot and Vincent's not here.
Yeah, nah, fair call out for sure.
Yeah, but I agree with you. This is the moment that got me.
Yes.
When I saw this, thinking like, you're literally on the precipice. This is the moment, like the moment that like bad shit just gets worse. Like Aerith is dead, and now Cloud's gonna go fucking crazy. Like,
yeah,
bad things are happening.
Yeah.
And he said, "Those who fight." That's the name of the battle theme of the game. Nice little call out.
That's fire that you peeped that.
Or it's "Those who fight further," I think. Anyway,
Yeah.
it's definitely a call.
That's an Easter egg.
Okay. Highwind, that's gameplay. 100% this is gameplay.
Oh my god.
And they have said, like, you get the high wind early and you can go anywhere you want immediately.
Yeah. Dude, this like from the crater to this, they got me. They got me good. Yeah. They got me good. It's like and even in my reaction, I was literally trying to utter words and speak what I was feeling, and I could not. My breath was literally taken away. I was completely speechless because I am like you and I both are actually playing the original like right now. We are seeing in real time what these versions look like in their original forms, and then you see this. It's like take our glasses off and then you put them back on. It's like whoa, like it's
you're seeing in HD.
Dude, it's oh my god, it's so godlike. This is like one of those like Tokido moments. Like fighting games are great, video games are great.
Yeah, incredible, absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
So I think these islands are probably the Medial area, if I'd have to guess.
Yeah,
just because that's really all they're showing it in this trailer is the Medial area and Wutai, and that's basically it. Yeah. So I think that's all this is.
Yeah.
But this is definitely the player controlling the goddamn airship. This is nuts. They jump.
I know, and then you remember in chat you were just like, Sid, where we dropping in?
Bro, where are we dropping? Where
are we dropping in? Oh my god, this was hype. I was like, are they about to skydive?
So a fun little detail here I noticed. I'm gonna play this in half speed.
Okay.
A fun little detail that I noticed is I guess I'll just go 0.7. But fun little detail is that watch how Vincent jumps off this thing. Yuffie's all acrobatic. Red 13 is just like, ah! Kate Sith is like having the time of his life.
Yeah.
Vincent just nope. Just plummets down. And it's like, yo, what are you doing? Like, and there's always like a joke of like emos like this or Vincent's like this emo dude who's just like, I want to die. And it's just like, he's just ready, just full send it. Like, no fucking parachute, I'm going.
Dude, he is full coffin drop. That's literally what that is.
Yeah, and like I was telling a friend last night at the diner, like, it's funny to think. Do you remember Awesome Fantasy VII? It was like a cartoon back on like Newgrounds or E-Bombs World.
I know. I remember those
like
websites.
Fun of games.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that. I don't think I've seen whatever you're about to reference. Yeah.
Now that you've gotten to the end of the game, I can send it to you. Yeah, there's a joke with him where all he's doing is just being emo in a corner the whole game, which he kind of is.
Mm-hmm.
And then he says, he's like looking for Lucrezia, and then like he just shouts Lucrezia's name over and over in that cartoon. And so what I was saying in the diner last night is like he's just jumping off the highway and going, Lucrezia, like, just wanting to die, like just fucking end it.
Yeah,
dude, it's so sick. It's so sick. So yeah, Cloud jumping off. So this right here, let me back it up a touch. So this right here. I don't know why I'm thinking about this so hard, but I'm trying to determine where this is.
Where they're dropping in.
And so, like, this could be the Grasslands area, like the calm outside of Midgar area. But I mean, they've already said that, like, the world has changed a bit. Like, they didn't want to just rehash the same exact overworld.
That's
like,
true.
Everything is there. Gongaga is there. Cosmo Canyon's there. Everything is there. It's just different. And so what I'm noticing here is like these, I don't know if you can see my mouse pointer, but like
I do.
Can you see my mouse?
Yeah.
Okay. So like right here where I'm tracing, these are like Mako lines, right? Like it seems like because of the weapons coming out and Sephiroth like falling into the live stream, like the live stream is kind of coming out of the planet now. And so like I think this might be the Grasslands area, and I think it literally may sort of be shifting. And so like I think it's coming out of the ground. You can also see a tower here. So towers are back. Whether or not we have to do them ourselves remains to be seen. But towers are back. And yeah, I just think that this is the Grasslands area. So that was it.
Yes, sir.
So.
Oh, man. This game looks so beautiful. Oh, my God.
Something to note, controlling Red 13 here. So.
Good call. Good call.
I believe this has been confirmed to be the Medial area. And you can see this structure here. This is a tree, but there's like a Mako line running up the tree. So I think this is recent. I think like the ground is like erupting and like changing the world.
Yeah.
So something that a theory that I have is like, you control every character at various points of the game while you're searching for Cloud.
Okay, yeah.
I think that's how they're going to do it. I worry that the pacing might get a little crazy, like too slow. Also, do you see these like chat alerts popping up at all?
No.
Do you see the notifications? Okay,
No.
I'm a little worried about that. All right, as long as you're not seeing them. There's nothing bad. It's just like I wouldn't want to ruin the shot.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, like I think you're going to be controlling everybody at various points during the search for Cloud, but I just worry that might get a little long because that's 7 side stories you've got to do.
Yeah.
Hamaguchi did say like you can do them in any order. Like like there is a linear progression of the story, but all of the side stuff can be done in any order, and it will change how you experience the game.
That's sick.
So like, yeah, I kind of wonder how they're going to handle that. All right, Wutai.
This looks sick. Oh my god.
Brother. Unbelievable. Yeah, it just looks so nuts. Let me actually close. Sorry, I just want to close something really quick because my friends are now popping off about Final Fantasy VII in a text thread I have. So we have the Happy Turtle bar here. So we've like in Remake Intergrade, the Yuffie chapters, like Happy Turtle, there's like a theme song, there's a rock song, there's a guy promoting the bar, so we finally get to go. It's in the original. These 2 swords, I'm almost positive are in the original Wutai. Almost positive they're, I think they're on the wall of the weapon shop, or outside the weapon shop. But yeah, and then the mountain range, you have the DeChao statue up here in the top left. It's a relief in the mountain, and that's where the Leviathan cave is, or the fire cave, where you need the Leviathan scales to walk through the fire. Yeah, so it looks so nuts. Your boy Vincent fucking Valentine.
Oh, look at that.
He can transform into the Galleon Beast at the press of a button.
I need this game now, bro. Like, look at all the visual detail. Like,
dude,
this is sick.
So I would imagine that's a limit break, what he just did.
Oh, yeah.
But even still, and so that kind of worries me because in original 7, he's got 4 transformations.
Yeah.
He's got the Beast. He's got the Jason guy with the chainsaw. And then he's got, I forget what the third one is. I never use it.
It's like a Frankenstein one, I think.
Yes, the Frankenstein's monster, the creature. And then the 4th one is the devil.
Yeah.
Like he transforms into the goddamn devil. So like, are we going to see the other transformations or not?
I think so. I think so. Like, people have been really looking forward to playing as Vincent. And like, Square Enix, like the team behind this game, they've made it abundantly clear, like, they are not trying to miss. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
They're going
100%.
They're going for full court all day. You know? Like,
yeah. You're totally correct.
So they have to. Like, that would be there has never been room for error, if at all, when it came to remaking Final Fantasy VII. Just for the history alone of us fans waiting for as long as we did, from 97 all the way to 2020. And even that was a journey in and of itself once we officially got confirmation that it was just in development. Like, after so many E3s of getting announcement after announcement of Final Fantasy VII, the legendary game, is getting ported again.
Yeah.
Like, after that last time where you could hear crickets, not a single person, and the cameras panned to the crowd thinking they were going to get a reaction, the only reaction they got was no reaction. And I've said this, and I'll say it again. The worst kind of reaction that you could ever get, or the worst kind of reception you can ever get, is nothing. If there's no emotion, there's not even negativity, and it's just, that means that people legitimately do not care. If they don't care, then you're in trouble. As a business, you're not making money, And as fans, we're gonna move on to something else. And they immediately hit the emergency button. They're like, nah, we can't be playing around no more. We have to remake this game. We gotta do it now. Boom.
Yeah, dude. You're totally right.
Vince is he might get a 5th one. Who knows?
All right. So this, I think, surprised me.
Oh, yeah. No, me too. Me too.
Like, obviously, Sid's a Dragoon. Obviously, we knew he would have some really flashy shit. But the dragon integration is really interesting. And, like, what's also interesting is that this is happening in Wutai. And you get the Leviathan summon in Wutai. In the original game. However, in Remake, you get him, like, already. I'm nearly certain he's in the game. Am I crazy?
What, Sid?
No, Leviathan.
Oh, Leviathan? I'm pretty sure. It sounds familiar, at least. But it's literally been 6 years since I played a Remake. So, I don't even remember. I definitely feel like playing it again, though. I'm not gonna lie. All this Revelation hype is getting to me. I would honestly love to get it on Switch.
You do get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in Remake and Rebirth.
There you go.
So, like, does this mean that he will have other summon integrations, like summon tie-ins?
Maybe. There's a good shot.
I mean, looks crazy. Looks flashy as hell. All right, Tifa wearing a different outfit.
This got me too, bro.
We learn in the second trailer that we will watch that there is a job system.
The FITS.
So, the FITS system, which I think is just such a funny acronym. This is so good.
Yeah.
But the outfits matter. And so everybody has 4 different fits. Unclear, like, if everybody has the same ones or what.
Yeah.
I think they are all going to be the same, so you can play however you want. But I think this is a really good way to replace that white mage that we are now missing. So, like, because Aerith's not in the game, she was the best caster, the best healer. They need a way to make that up.
Yes. It is literally Aerith's existence that taught me that when you have a character that busted, they got to get rid of him.
Right. So I want to slow this down again because the way Cloud comes out of this stance is unreal.
I love this outfit on Tifa, by the way. I think it looks so sick.
Brother,
dude,
look at his hair. His hair is moving. Those are hair physics, brother.
He's going Super Saiyan. I mean, he already is, but like,
crazy.
Okay.
He looks so good.
I want to ask you a question about this fit that he has. So when I was watching this for the first time, for whatever reason, I mean, I guess it's because of the fit that he's wearing, like how it's kind of forming his body and just like how it looks in action.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get Final Fantasy 13 lightning vibes with this by any chance?
No.
Okay, because for some reason, I don't know what it's something about this outfit that reminds me of lightning for whatever. I don't know why, but it just
really,
yeah, like maybe hold on, maybe if I let me go look at her outfit from Lightning Returns because I might have been that one. Final Fantasy
Lightning Returns. She's got a shield.
I feel like I
didn't play the sequels to 13.
I did not either. I just remember seeing that cover. Yeah, like here I'm just gonna put it up to the camera. Like, you see, like how it.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It
kind of.
Yeah, that it reminded me of Lightning, and I was like, wow. Like, I know this is not. I'm not trying to say it's connected to 13. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm just
no.
It just reminded me of it, which I thought was kind of interesting.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you. But yeah, seeing the fits in action, it looks fire. Not even gonna lie. I mean, Barrett's.
Right, so here we go on the weapons. The weapons are coming up now. Not those weapons. This weapon.
Yep.
So clearly things are happening.
Yep.
What I find interesting is, assuming that this is the Medial area, they are changing this a little bit because Ultima Weapon... Is it? Yeah, it's Ultima Weapon, right?
Yeah.
Ultima Weapon is Cloud's weapon that drops from Ultimate Weapon.
It's hard to... It's very easy to mix them up, especially for me. So
I'm going to double check this right now.
That's fine.
Ultima Weapon FF7.
Ultimate weapon.
Ultimate weapon is Cloud's ultimate weapon. Obtained from defeating the optional boss ultimate weapon. Okay.
There you go. So he was
Right,
right.
I
You're
had
right.
it correct. So in the original game, ultimate weapon attacks Medeal. Ultimate weapon is the one that just sort of like shows up all over the place and attacks at random times. Not random, but in the story it feels random.
Mm-hmm.
If this is the Medeal area, this is a different weapon. This is like the weapon that we find in Rebirth. That's just like swimming around, and there's one in the Gongaga reactor area. Or no, that was the Coral reactor area. And the Medeal reactor, or the both, I think. Anyway, so they're changing that up a little bit, unless they attack in pairs or something. I don't know. Ultimate weapon was shown coming out of the crater, so we know it's there. But yeah, I mean, Hamaguchi has said that the weapon fights are different. However, you can just fight it normally if you want, because like the joke, and Max asked about this last night in his interview with Hamaguchi of like, are we just going to be like attacking their shins the whole time? Like what, like how is this going to work? So he confirmed that you can if you want, but the intended way is like there's a lot more elements to it where like you'll see in this trailer, it's either this trailer or the next trailer, where like you set up turrets around the fight and like you're using more, you know, stuff to aid you in the fight. And it seems like in one of them, wow,
that's
slow motion,
crazy,
so
dude.
That looked unbelievable.
These kaiju, these monsters, these freaking weapons, they look like they should be in Godzilla movies.
Dude, that looks gnarly.
Like
that looks so good.
Where is Godzilla? Like I got him on my shirt, but no, like that is.
Ooh, I just noticed.
Atomic wave, bro.
The high wind is in the air here.
Oh yeah, it's flying.
No, that's Tifa. That's Tifa jumping over it.
Wait, seriously? Oh.
Yeah. You can see her legs.
Wow, it's like
one leg.
Oh, you're right. Damn. They happen so fast. Let me see. Wait, let it play?
No, maybe not. Maybe that was like a missile or something. But yeah, this is clearly... Oh, okay. So that was clearly weapon attacking Medeal. And maybe it won't be ultimate weapon this time. Ruby weapon in the Corel Desert. Dude, this... I can't even believe this. Because for those who don't know, Ruby and Emerald weapon were not originally in the game. Like, in the original Japanese release, they were not there. They were added for the Western release. And then Final Fantasy VII International is the second Japanese release that puts them in. And then you didn't even fight Diamond Weapon outside of Midgar. That was not a boss fight.
Wait,
you just...
I did, though. I did.
You do in the Western release, you fight him as a boss.
Oh.
In the original Japanese release, you don't. The same thing happens, like he still attacks Midgar or whatever, but like you touch him and then the cutscene happens where they blast them with the cannon.
Okay.
There's no boss fight. So the fact that like Ruby weapon and they haven't shown Emerald weapon, like they're where they are, like they are now part of this game.
Yeah.
Who knows if they're going to be optional or not, but crazy.
I don't think honestly,
crazy.
At this point, they're not going to be optional. That'd be crazy if they were optional.
You don't think?
I think they're going to be just a part of the story.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it just looks absolutely unbelievable. And here's ultimate weapon again. Just crazy, dude. Just crazy. Just nuts.
These are just legendary creatures at this point.
I've said this every time she's on screen. The threading of Yuffie's sweater.
It's like perfect.
It's so good. It's such high fidelity.
Yeah.
Let's go back to 1X because this is just some story stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everybody just looks unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Okay, so there was a moment there.
He had the white materia.
He does have the white materia, but we'll bump up the volume here.
Mm-hmm.
So Sephiroth has been recast.
Unfortunately.
Not to put the name of the podcast here, but like...
Oh, shout out. That was good.
Yes, Sephiroth has been recast. Tyler Hoechlin, I think I'm pronouncing his name right, has been replaced by Travis Willingham. So apparently it was a scheduling conflict, which is just crazy to me.
That is crazy,
but
yeah.
It happens, and like I believe Tyler Hoechlin's like an on-camera actor too, and
yeah,
it just pays more. So like I get it, I totally get it. But like, damn, that sucks.
It
like,
really sucks.
I'm sure Travis will do a great job. I am very curious if Travis will like try to emulate Tyler's version a bit to try to help smooth the transition, or if it's just like it's a different dude, deal with it. Like it's just gonna sound different.
Yeah, like it's unfortunate, but this is, I mean, sometimes this happens. I like to phrase it as they're Aunt Viving us, right? Where it's like you go watch they
Yeah.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, you have Aunt Viv as one actress in one episode, then next episode she's completely different. So
yeah,
I'm hoping that, like you said too, like that he tries to make it sound as fluid, or not, well, fluid is the wrong word, but like to
not jarring.
yeah, like it's like cohesive, that it kind of stays majority like the same, like it sounds the same.
Right.
Because it's like, it's one thing when you have like different versions of something, like adaptations over the years, and like you recast everybody, and so it's like everyone gives their performance and how like their depiction of the character that they're performing, and that's totally fine and it's fair, and I appreciate like actors and actresses' work when it comes to stuff like that, especially with voice acting. But like to be like this deep in, I mean, you know, it's only 3 games, but still, it's like
The third game. It's not like if they did it in Rebirth, they'd be like, okay, unfortunate, but whatever.
yeah.
But like, God, that's tough.
It's like it's the end, you know. So it's like I definitely, I would be lying if I said like, you know, oh yeah, like it's fine. Like I hope for the sake of the continuity that it sounds very much in line with what Tyler was doing. So
Yeah, because the guy who did Advent Children, Sephiroth, George, I forget his last name, but the jump from George to Tyler, I thought it was the same person for a little while. Like it's very.
I didn't even know it was Tyler. That's the thing.
Yeah, and so, but this, like, you heard it immediately. Like, oh, that doesn't sound like Sephiroth. Like, everybody thought it was a different character. I thought it was Gina Tak or somebody. Like, I thought it was a completely different character talking. Yeah. But it is Sephiroth. So interesting news coming out of this. But it just seems like a scheduling conflict, which is unfortunate. One thing so there's really zooming in on people's faces here for the fidelity of it.
Yeah.
I have a PS5 Pro. I'm very glad I do, but I kind of wonder if this is the PC version because this looks so goddamn good.
Yeah. Yeah, imagine if it was the Switch version and they were doing that to flex because they're like,
That'd
oh yeah,
be wild.
Yeah.
It feels the price of the PS5 Pro it's almost $1,000 now.
I can't
even recommend anybody get it. Like I got it specifically for Ghost of Yotei because like playing Ghost of Tsushima on the PS4 Pro, I was like, oh my God. And then when they put out the PS5 port, I played it again and I was like, what will the second game look like? Like I love those 2 games. And so like I got it for Yotei and then the price jumped earlier this year.
Oh, you're talking about Tsushima, right?
Yeah, Tsushima was the first game.
Yeah.
Yotei was the second
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
I got it for Ghost of Yotei. And like then playing Saros last month, which was the follow-up to Returnal on the Pro, I was like, this is a game you would get a Pro for, but I can't tell anybody, go out and spend $1,000 on a console. Like I can't say that. Like,
yeah.
And so like, I'm glad I have a PS5 Pro. I hope there's some sort of bundle because, I don't know, man.
Personally, I hope that I'm in a better situation next year than I am right now, because I will tell you this, and you know me, when I love something and they give me a big product, I will crack out on it, bro.
Same.
Like I have
dude.
an entire Spider-Man display. I got the PS4 Pro Spider-Man, the PS5, and this guy right here, sweet old Johnny Cage. He goes, you know, you could just get the plates, right? And I said, yeah, I know, and I'm still getting the fucking console because that's how I rock with Spider-Man. All right, I will literally do the same for this. Straight up. It's the final game.
I don't think I would buy another PS5 Pro, but I would absolutely change out my Yotei plates for Final Fantasy VII.
You don't think you would get caught in the hype if they literally no? All right, so you got your head on straighter than me.
Brother, I can think of 40 things to spend $1,000 on.
Yeah, that's fair.
No fucking way would I buy another one. That's fucking crazy.
What if they had like what if it was just like a minor update in it? that made it even better than the Pro that they have now.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah, it had to be different
All right.
enough.
All right, let's finish this trailer out.
Yep.
So, okay, actually, let's talk about the white materia that you noticed.
Yeah,
All right, let me slow it down.
that was blurred
Because
for reasons.
At the end of Rebirth, there's the clear materia, and there's the white materia. What does this look like?
So, okay, you know what?
That looks clear to me.
Okay, the interesting thing about this is the coloring is almost grayscaled.
Right.
So that is, of course, everything's intentional.
Yep.
It's done intentionally to throw us off because is it the white materia? Is it the clear materia? It could maybe just be the black materia, and we don't even know.
No.
We don't know. We don't know. Yeah, man. I mean, it's close.
Wait, it's in color right after his eye flashes. Oh my god, that's like one frame.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's very hard. Like, it is literally mostly grayscaled. I don't know. It's definitely either white or clear.
Ugh. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It could go either way. Because he has the clear one. He doesn't have the white one.
Yeah.
No. Cloud has... Does Cloud have the white?
Yeah, this is the part where Aerith is like there, but she's obviously not there.
Dude, this got me so bad.
Yeah. And I think, you know what? I think she's like how she's portrayed in this scene. I think we're gonna get a lot more of
clear. That's the clear one. That's not white.
that. Okay.
Yeah, because the one in this universe was clear. Like her materia was dead.
Uh-huh.
And then they go into the other universe and he gives her the white materia. He gets the white materia from the other Aerith and then gives it to the I'm not playing Rebirth again. That game was too fucking long. But anyway, unclear which materia this is in the Revelation trailer. So we'll see.
And then shout out
Final
to
Fantasy VII
the logo.
Revelation, dude.
Yeah, the coloring
Revelation.
too.
Yeah, a light blue. I wasn't expecting a light blue, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, it's more in line with how the original logo looks.
Okay, so this scene right here. This confused me a little. The yellow flowers represent Aerith. We know that. We have the white whispers and the black whispers in the background. The entire party, and he says, Cloud says, I wouldn't have gotten this far without you guys. I really owe you, or I can't thank you enough, something like that. But, like, where is this?
It's hard to say. They're definitely around some mountainous areas from just looking at the background.
Like, this can't be the church, right? Because it's, like, in a cavern sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the end of the game? Like, is this in the Northern Cave? Like, where... I don't know. Like...
I don't know.
I don't know, dude. Like, I also almost spoiled something for you just there.
Uh-oh,
But, like,
we're getting close. Oh, no.
I cannot understand where this is.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, yeah, I was gonna, it wouldn't, I'm not even gonna bother saying what I thought it was, because that would just make me look
No,
stupid.
what do you think? What do you think?
No, because I see the background of, a mountainous area, so I'm like, there's no way this is, like, outside Midgar at all. But, like, seeing the ground, it kind of reminded me of, like, how, like, when you're entering Midgar, it's, like, very, like, it's, like, dirt-based, like, how you see
Yeah,
it
like, the
before.
land is dead.
Yeah, so it made me think of that.
Yeah,
but,
like maybe it's a cave around there. That's
Yeah.
why I was thinking, like, maybe it's the church. Like, because like the church is built into not a mountain, but like it is like a rock wall, and like this over here on the like this is like a stone pillar, right? Like
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, so it's
I
giving
don't-
like some
I
sort
d-
of an entrance to something.
and like this over here, this is outside,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. Most of the game is outdoors, so
Right? Like I don't understand where this is. And also what I will say is at the end of the Rebirth trailer, Aerith is praying similar camera angle with the whispers behind her. So like this is kind of going back to that in a sense.
it's the converging.
I don't know. It confused me where that is. Yeah, so then spring 2027. All right. Any final thoughts about that before we go to the gameplay trailer?
Nah, just go to the gameplay trailer.
Okay, go to the gameplay trailer. All right.
Yeah.
I respect it. All right, so this is in Junon, right? When they're captured.
Freaking Hojo.
This is okay. I know what this moment is. I can guess this moment.
Okay.
So in the north, on disc 2, when you're walking towards where Sephiroth is, this is before the Genova fight in Gaia's Cliff in the Whirlwind Maze.
Okay.
This is right before the Genova fight because Sephiroth talks to Cloud in that moment. That's what this is. Holy fuck!
Every time I see the Highwind, I'm just like, dude, looks amazing.
Okay. Outskirts of Midgar. It's really interesting that they are running to like a boundary, right? Like,
Yeah.
Can you walk over this? Like,
Imagine they whip out the gold chocobos and then they just start.
I mean, it's very clear that they do talk about the chocobos, and so like it's clear that will be a thing. Maybe not flying, but like you can kind of go anywhere. I'm
Yeah.
so curious how they get Midgar back into this game, because going back to Midgar it's the end of disc 2. Like that's a thing, and then you can go in the original game. You can go back to Sector 5. You can go back to Wall Market. Like,
Yeah,
how did they get that shit back into this game?
They
you can go back to Shinra HQ. Like you can basically go back to everything but Sector 7 and the train graveyard. Like,
Yeah, they made there's been like a part of like all the like interview pieces that have been coming out. They mentioned that there's gonna they I think it was Hamaguchi-san that said that there's gonna be parts of Midgar that you will be able to go back to in this. So just like you said, literally what you said might actually be what you could go back to in Revelation.
okay, all right.
Yeah.
One interesting thing that Hamaguchi did confirm, there's a translated interview from Genki on Twitter. It's the translated interview from Den Faminico Gamer. If you reach the end of the world, you end up on the other side like a globe.
Just like
in the original.
Just exactly.
That's really sick. I'm really, really glad to hear that. I mean,
Open world,
this
open
game
planet.
is gonna like push. It's gonna like really push the technical limits of game development, because nobody's ever done that before in a modern game.
Yeah.
It was very common back in the day of just the
Right.
map flipping and repeating.
Right.
But in a modern game, I cannot think of a game that's done that. They basically gave up on that in Final Fantasy X. Like Final Fantasy X, you had an airship, but you just picked destinations from a list. There was no overworld. You didn't actually fly it. I don't know. Okay, Vincent has he's decided he wants to live. He's being safe over here.
That's what I was saying. Because I was actually gonna say before, like it looked like you could kind of see his backpack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, you just land. You just land.
You land in, bro. Where are we dropping?
Bro,
Boom.
that's crazy.
Dude, okay, so on the drop in comment, I got some people saying in, I think it was my reaction. I can't remember if it was the reaction or a tweet, but people are already anticipating Fortnite to literally do an entire like chapter based around Final Fantasy, so that they could, what they saw they want to do in Fortnite pretty much. And I
You think the bus changes to the Highwind for that chapter?
honestly, I could see that happening, because if I've learned anything from Fortnite is to never say never. There is no limit or no end to what that video game can produce. And I'm not even someone who plays it like that. I've been a hater of it for many of years because I hate battle royales. I can't stand them. But
wow,
the second,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm bold on it. Like, I own it. Like, it's fine. You know, that's just not for me. But the second they changed how they approached their whole model of battle royales and being like, okay, if we truly want new people, how are we going to do that? We need to have modes that answer to those that hate battle royales. They literally made like a few gameplay modes that avoid the building, that avoid the big maps and all this looting and all that stuff. And they basically shrunk it down. I think it's like called Blitz and No Build combined or whatever. And to be honest, it's actually fun. And what helps is their skins of the characters that I actually care about in Fortnite. So I can't not see a world where before Rebirth comes, or I'm sorry, Rebirth, before Revelation comes out, they do a massive chapter update where it's completely around Final Fantasy. The Highwind is the bus, the characters are all skins, and there's got the items and all that stuff. And I'm sure they would do summons, and that would be crazy. They could even do events where you're fighting the freaking weapons. Like, I could see it. I could literally see it, because guess what, Johnny? It's morphin' time. They did it with the Megazords. So I know they could handle it. I know they could. Like I could see it all. So for all the Fortnite fans, yeah. And guess what? I would pay to do it. I would pay to do it because it's
that
fun.
would not get me to Fortnite.
No, listen, I would play with you. It would be fun. Trust me. It would be fun, because as long as you have the good company, bro, it doesn't matter. Like, I don't like Fortnite. I don't like battle royales, but I will end up on the game when they have the stuff that's for me. So if they got Final Fantasy in there, like, dude, if they had Cloud skin, Sephiroth skin, Tifa skin, Barret, Vincent, bro, they would rack in so much money, and they could afford it. They could afford it. I know they could afford it. They got everybody in there. There's no limit to that game.
I don't doubt it. So one thing I want to say, not to get terribly sidetracked, but Tifa in Street Fighter VI, from a business standpoint, here's how I look at it. They have 3 brand new characters. So with Tifa, they're able to take a risk on making 3 brand new characters without worrying about selling the season pass.
Johnny, I literally thought exactly what you said after the fact while I was editing my reaction yesterday.
Yeah.
Legit.
It's such a genius move. It's the only way you can make it happen. Because no Street Fighter character, I love Street Fighter, there's no Street Fighter character that alone would sell a pass or a season with 3 brand new characters. Even though those characters are in World Tour.
Right.
Like, they're brand new characters. Like, no other character in history could do that.
Nope.
And so, yeah, it's such a genius time to do it. And I, as a Third Strike fan, like, I like a Street Fighter where it's not the same World Warriors every single time. Like, Chun-Li wasn't in Street Fighter 3 until Third Strike. Like, it was just Ryu and Ken. Like, that was it.
It's crazy.
And so, like, hopefully we get some, like, cool brand new characters plus Tifa, not Tifa plus 3 shit characters. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't want that. I want it all to be good. So hopefully that happens.
Yeah.
In this trailer, though, getting back to this, something I've noticed here in this moment is that they're just walking past Shinra troops, no problem. Like, so I think, and it even happens in the original to an extent, the party and Shinra begin to work together against the weapons. It's like the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Like, yeah. So, like, kind of like that, but you know, we'll see how it goes. Yeah. Just an interesting thing. Okay,
there they go.
So the Chocobos.
There they go.
Near, I think this is the Midgar Expressway.
Yeah. Bro, literally, remember what I just said? I was like, yo, what if they use the Chocobos to get in there?
Also, what is this helipad for? Is this a Chocobo thing, or do you think that's something else?
So I will cite the source real quick. This was during Max's stream that I was actually like listening in, and they were thinking it was like Max and his friend Nico. They were saying that they were thinking that could be like the helipad landing point, if at all. I don't know. But
you
yeah.
don't get a helicopter.
Well, not that. But yeah.
All right, we'll see.
Like the high wind, I meant. Sorry.
All right, so this is something that I kind of wanted to look at briefly. Is this moment here of Reno showing up? This says Central Shaft here. I think this is the assault on Midgar.
Okay.
When you go back. Even though you do fight the Turks there. You do.
Yeah.
You fight the Turks in the train tracks.
Yeah.
In the subway tunnel.
Yeah, Reno and
Gotcha,
what's his name? I forget the other guy.
Rude.
Rude.
And Elena. Yeah.
Every time I see North Crater, bro.
Fucking crazy. I just want to take another quick look at this. Vincent is not here, right? I'm not going crazy?
Yeah, I don't see him.
He's not like perched up somewhere?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm checking the branches in the corner.
No, he is not here.
Yeah.
So this is them stealing the High Wind. I can almost guarantee it. We're actually going to see it. Because in the original, we do not see them steal it. It just shows up.
Yeah.
The other thing, too, I think this room where you change the fits, I think this is in the High Wind.
Ah, yeah.
That's where you're going to do it.
Yeah, I think, yeah, that's right. That makes sense.
I guess that's more Northern Cave?
It has to be.
Vincent is here. You can see him down here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking crazy. So unfortunately, in Mac's interview yesterday, Hamaguchi confirmed that there is no day-night cycle. It's just similar to Rebirth, different zones, or the time of day changes based on the story. So maybe at the end of the game, when you unlock hard mode and whatever, like maybe then you'll be able to change it manually. But
yeah.
Yuffie, Vincent, Kate, Sith. So we have combat here now. What do you think this number is next to Vincent? Because these symbols all mean something for everybody. Everybody has a different symbol. Yuffie's, this is like the elemental thing. When she casts an elemental ninjutsu, that changes.
Yeah, it's hard to say. Maybe it's if she's like about like maybe it's something that is signaling that he's next for some sort of attack, possibly. If you're like switching over, I have no idea. That's what I didn't
has
peep
no
that.
symbol.
Yeah, like I don't know if that's like the pendant.
Mark Lance. I wonder if this is you're gonna mark an enemy and throw the lance at them, kind of like in Final Fantasy 15 with Noctis, where you can like teleport to the sword.
Yeah.
Maybe. Also, I'm nearly certain that's a Genova fight. Not this. I'm almost positive this is a Genova fight, and that's a tentacle. It's not a spoiler. There's a Genova fight immediately.
Yeah, yeah.
It's going to be one of the first
bosses
of course,
fight.
Yeah. Whirling uppercut. This is Tifa. Notice how the buttons aren't here. Like in the original, in Remake and Rebirth, the buttons, this would say triangle, square, and X.
I feel like that might actually just be because it's cross-platform. For whatever reason, they're using like a version that doesn't display like what console it's on, you know? Because like those buttons are going to be different depending on what you play it on, you know?
I mean, it makes me think this is being recorded on the PC version. Does it say it in the beginning? We're 2 minutes into this.
I don't think so.
It said it here. It just says development footage. It doesn't say what it was captured on.
Well, there you go. It's development footage. So.
Yeah, it doesn't say. Okay. Anyway, go back a bit. Got some new team-up attacks going on there.
So sick.
Vincent's over there in the back, just fucking chilling.
Straight chilling.
All right, so they're not necessarily... Oh, this is a bit of a different display here. So it actually shows you the characters' portraits instead of just a name up top so you can switch to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, the prompts are totally blank. But these are PS5 trigger shapes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely...
no new abilities being shown here. Just Braver, / Focus Thrust, and Assess.
Yeah.
This does say members over here, though. So I'm curious, can you change party members mid-battle?
Like in the fight, or like, oh, you talking about like all the party members mid battle?
Yeah, like
don't
can you
know.
just switch them out, like Final Fantasy X?
That'd be cool. That'd be something different and new.
Yeah.
Fred. Definitely one of my favorite summons.
It's your boy.
Hell yeah.
Wait, just skipped all that. Just skipped the cool part.
Oh.
I think I know what's going to happen. I think Vincent is not with the party at the start of this, but he shows up after the Genova fight. And this is him like showing up all cool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He comes in like the freaking dope ass hero.
Yeah, because this is very clearly like the whirlwind maze.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, maybe he gets separated and he's got to go through his own thing. And that's how they introduce his gameplay.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah. So sick.
Yeah, he's going to be a lot of fun to play as. I can't wait.
Okay, so this Retribution is his signature attack. So, it's Eclipse? It's a level. He has levels. Eclipse, Galleon Blade, Reckoning, Focused Fire. So this is when he shoots bullets up in the air and then they land vertically, right?
Yeah.
Which is just so sick.
That's amazing.
And then it changes to Retribution. So it's Eclipse. And now it's Retribution. I have a feeling that has to do with that number. And then now the number is red because now is Galleon Beast. The team-up attack with the Beast plus Sid is crazy work.
Yep.
That's so fucking cool.
I wonder if they're gonna allow you to do that with any party member too.
Has to be.
Yeah, it has to. Because that would be...
Yeah, I was not expecting that at all.
Yup. Like, this game is full of surprises.
Sid Highwind. Oh my god. Okay, so Mark Lance, he doesn't have a counter or an element or anything. Interesting. Okay, hang on. We got some ability names in there. Dragoon Jump, Rising Dragoon, and Focused Charge.
I feel like we've had the Focus Charge.
Yeah, we have Focused Thrust with Cloud.
Oh, okay.
Dude, this is...
Yeah, nah, he's
cool.
OD. I cannot wait to play as him.
He is so cool. Okay.
Now
so this is... I have no doubt this is White Mage. No doubt this is White Mage. Or maybe it was like a Battle Mage or something. I don't know.
Bro, they have my man looking like a freaking mech. That looked like it could be White Mage too on Sith.
Yeah. Okay. Oh. Freeze frame on the menu. See what we get. Okay. Here's what I like. Tell you what I like about this. I think this is a real-time menu.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning like, so in Remake, we just had portraits. In Rebirth, they were standing in front of like a wall in the menu. This, I think, is just fully integrated into the environment, which I like. Cloud, Tifa, Barrett, Red 13, Yuffie, Sid, Vincent, Kate, Sid. So many characters. This is 52 hours into the game. They only have 2,000 gil. Buster Sword, Wooden Bangle, Power Wrist Guards. We have summons in the top left.
Oh, my man is breaking it down. Oh.
We have Titan, Ifrit, and Magic Pot. So Magic Pot, you do see it in a menu in the trailer. Magic Pot was a summon in Crisis Core. And the Magic Pots are what you're killing for the AP grind.
Shout outs to the item glitch.
Do you think that... I feel like they've already said what you get from Remake and Rebirth save files, but do you think you get that from a Crisis Core save file?
That would be cool. I wonder. That is true. For a part of me feels like they're not, just because they already put out there that it's Remake and Rebirth, that they're really trying to make sure that the save data is there for players. Because I mean, who knows? Like they still have like all this time to say like, hey, by the way, if you have save data for Zach's game, then you can get this or whatever. So
equipment presets. Very glad to see that, because that was really annoying in Rebirth. Was like changing out equipment and having to redo it all the time. Very glad to see that.
Yeah.
I'm assuming this 87 over here, I'm assuming this is a luck stat.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
All right, Freelancer, Warrior. So Freelancer, I assume, is his default job, and then Warrior is something else. Which makes sense, because like he's a mercenary, so Freelancer.
Well, yeah, the Warrior fit is probably what we were seeing in action anyway, which is it's when you play it, it's probably gonna go right to it.
Okay, here's what I'm curious about. You see how there's like red on the side here?
Oh yeah, I noticed it. Yeah.
So at the end of Rebirth, Cloud puts the black materia into the Buster Sword. And so I'm curious if when they switch to anybody else, will it also be red?
Yeah, no, that's fair to wonder.
It is still red. It is still red. Okay.
It might just be like part of the UI.
Yeah. Okay. Black Mage, straight up Black Mage.
So did we talk about how soon some of these fits are gonna be available? Like when we start.
We haven't talked about it, but they said immediately.
Like all of them?
So yes, Hamaguchi said that in an interview. They are available. He said that you get them very early on, and they are all available once you get them. Like once you get the fit system, everything's unlocked.
Okay, so
his original idea was to get them over the course of the game.
Yeah.
No, you get them all to start.
I think that's to also kind of answer the question of like, we got our characters to this level in Rebirth. Like they should just be as strong as, like where they fall in the story. So it's like, are we gonna have to go through and like reobtain all this material, all this stuff? And I think that's kind of what the fit system is there to do, in a sense, to make all these characters still feel like very strong and like, high powered and all that. But I don't know. I was actually gonna say that I wonder, like, the reason why I was asking about like how soon are we getting them, if that was gonna end up being like bonus material on a pre-order or like a deluxe edition, like you get all the fits early or something like that. That's what I thought.
So okay, Cloud is in his Warrior fit, and he has something down here: 1, 2, 3, and then whatever this buff is.
Maybe it could be damage.
I don't know.
A rev thing.
Maybe he gets combos? I don't know. All right, so the weapon attack on Medeal again. Cloud is not with them.
Yeah.
He should not be, right? Okay, Shinra grunts. Okay, fucking Yuffie on the turret. Let it rip, homegirl.
Yep.
So they're all trying to power this thing? This, like, Mako cannon, maybe? I don't know. This mini Mako cannon? I don't know.
Yeah, so that's how we're going to be able to fight them. Like,
They are bringing back Yuffie's grappling hook from her DLC.
I peeped that. The movement.
That's so sick. I wonder if that's going to be in other places or if it's only in Wutai.
That's fair. That is definitely fair to wonder.
So this is Tifa when she's in the gas chamber. I wonder how they're going to rework that, if at all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This environment strikes me.
Uh-huh.
I think this is the transition between the ancient capital and the cliff.
I see
there's
snow
around, but there's also like this red stuff.
Yep. Uh-huh. I see the snow.
Yeah. So, I mean, it is snowing there. And then the Genova fight, which again we knew was going to come. Okay, Kate Sith, same thing. Mount attack commands. Genova has no fucking head.
Yeah.
Because Sephiroth has it.
Yeah, I was about to say. I was like, doesn't he have it? Isn't it like locked in like a chamber thing?
Yeah. If you remember in Rebirth, the different chocobos have different abilities.
Yes.
The blue chocobo that you get from Nibelheim can kind of like glide on water, like propel on water and shoot water out of its feet or something like that. So basically, they've said in Revelation you have one chocobo that follows you, and then it levels up with you. Like you sort of raise it.
Yeah.
And so it gets the different chocobo abilities. So that's what's happening here.
So the chocobos will be like a natural progression.
Yeah.
Like I don't think they're gonna put a lot of heavy emphasis on breeding, if at all. So that way
There is no breeding.
Oh,
they said there's no breeding.
Thank God.
Which I'm okay with that.
I wish I had my cheer and ding button so I could just play that right now. Applause.
So this here, I'm curious. The Highwind in the original game does not have any weapons. Is this the Highwind? It looks like it is, but
Go frame by frame. You could do like a comma and period to go left, back and forth.
yeah,
I don't think it's a
it
Highwind.
looks like I think it is, because down here, this is like the pilot's deck or whatever, and then you have the cable. Yeah, you can see the girl on the side of the engine. This is the Highwind.
Okay.
So at some point, the Highwind gets a weapon. And that's ultimate weapon right there.
Damn.
Interesting.
The whispers.
My man, 100 grand.
Vincent.
And then Sapphire weapon attacking Junon.
Yep. Coming out like Godzilla.
Yeah, dude. Crazy. That's it. Those are the trailers. Spring 2027.
Can't come soon enough, bro.
It cannot. It absolutely cannot. You have any closing thoughts before we reconvene at a later date? Maybe after we both finish the original?
Yeah,
and
no,
we get some more trailers for this?
I would definitely like to do that for sure. Once we're both done, talk about it. And then who knows, maybe in the interim while we're doing that, maybe send a few messages out to some folks to see if we could get some guests on here.
See.
That'd be fire. Oh my god.
That'd be crazy.
I would love that. But there was one thought that I had, and this is something that is a callback to, I think, a conversation you and I had a long time ago at this point. And I forget this dude's name every time I'm on the spot and I have to think about him. But the dude from Crisis Core Reunion, the guy in the red jacket who was like
Genesis? How do you forget Genesis?
Okay, that I don't know, dude. I forget regular words. Like I don't know. Like it's like a problem that I got with my freaking memory or something, bro. It's getting worse as I get older.
Okay.
But
yeah, I mean, that's always been a rumor. Will he appear?
Yeah, like I know that doing the Shadow surprise Crisis Core, like not even remake, it was they just remastered.
Like a remaster.
Yeah. Doing the remaster for Zack was just a way to, celebrate an anniversary and to also get people closer to that character and to understand a little bit more about him and where he comes from. But like, it's so hard for me to just accept it as that and that alone, because when we look at Final Fantasy VII's remake universe as an entirety, they have already basically told us that, like, this is it, right? Like, they're not doing nothing else after this,
right?
And B, they're essentially like, infusing all sorts of things from all Final Fantasy VII period, like, that's out there. The fact that Zack is somehow alive. Okay, there's a timeline in the mass multiverse of this live stream that Zack survives somehow. Cloud is also alive. Cloud and Aerith is also alive in that same timeline, but everyone else is dead. Like, there is room to even make the assumption that Genesis is still out there too. And like,
yeah, I mean, he's at the end of Crisis Core, Vice and Nero pick up his body. So like
that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, man. Like, it's like that's a part of the story that is untold. Like, there, you know, like, you can't do that. Like, like, you just can't do it. Like, I just lose my mind. Like, I do, because it's like I'm always gonna just wait for things like to then get resolved, because it's like you don't just do that and then not have it pay off later on or something like that. And right. I'm sure there's an argument out there that'd be like, well, that's how it was back in the day, and it's like, yeah, sure, but this is now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
the way they're handling this with such tender loving care, it's like you could finite comb through it how much love they're putting into this. Like, they're going out of their way to converge the worlds and make me think all this craziness, and like, this is how they bring Aerith back potentially, because that's been one of the biggest things that fans have wanted since the original game. People will go out of their way to make fake things up on how to bring her back. Yeah. It's clearly been something that they're even also aware that fans have wanted, and they're using basically anything that's out there, at least, you know, something that's narratively good at the same time, that if they can make it work, it seems like they're setting it up, you know, like just like with how Zack like just appeared back to back with Cloud, one of the most heroic moments. It was so cool. It's just like, I would put that up against Endgame, straight up. It's like, oh, you wanted more? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would put that up, because that was so sick. And if the same thing happens, but Aerith, oh dude, what would you do? And I know the answer to this. What would you do if all of a sudden you heard hello? What would you do? What would you do?
God, even you doing the impression like makes the hair on the back of my neck stand up.
See what I mean? Do you see what I mean, bro?
Yeah.
This is, because it's just like, how do you wow these fans? How do you? That's what I'm thinking. My director hat, you know, it goes on. How do we? It's not how everything's important, but it's also how you leave them, bro. It's how you leave them. If you leave us with this finale, you gotta go balls to the wall, materia to the wall, whatever.
Materia to the wall,
dude. I'm telling you, they're gonna do some crazy stuff. I know for a fact, but yeah, like freaking Genesis, man. Who knows?
Genesis and Geo.
Yeah, come on, man. This is the time, because what's the other thing that people are talking about? It's like, oh man, we're gonna get Advent Children after this. What if they just? We don't. Yeah, but
be done with this.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, because the thing is, it's like Advent Children is just it's a follow up to the original game anyway.
Yeah. So
it's like, really, if they were to do Advent, quote unquote, Advent Children in the remake, you know, trilogy, they would have
be in this game.
Yeah, like, I think that's what I'm kind of like alluding to. Like, they would have to then take elements from that and just plop it in here somehow. And I say plop it in because it's just like, right now in this moment, I don't even know how they would really do that, because like, it's been so many years since I watched Advent Children. I have to watch it again. I'm gonna watch it again after I beat the original, so that way it's like kind of
Yeah.
like fresh or whatever. But like from what I remember, it's like they're fighting those 3 wannabe Sephiroth characters,
Yeah, the remnants.
the remnants, and then Sephiroth just pulls up anyway. And it's just like, you know, epic fight, all that stuff is like very, very cloud focused. Like all the other characters are kind of just there, like more
Yeah, they're in
cameo,
the high wind.
right? And then it's just that's it. And it's like you get a little glimpse of Zack and Aerith, like, you know, but they're not involved because in that timeline they're just dead. This timeline,
Right.
not so much. So there's gonna be some differences for sure. Like, so I don't know. I don't even know. Now
Maybe
even
Bahamut attacks Midgar.
yeah, like even with me after I vocalize it, now I'm like with you. Maybe I don't even want Advent Children to, because if they did
Yeah,
it'd
I
have to be
just-
different.
Yeah, I don't know what they could do. I also don't think there's enough of Advent Children for a game.
No, absolutely not.
Like Advent Children is very much like a story. It's like just like a personal story.
yeah,
There's some cool moments for sure, like Vincent in the ancient forest, and then or the sleeping forest, and then like the battle in Midgar or in Edge, and then like the final battle. Those are great things, but that's like it's only like a third of the movie, all 3 of those combined. Like the rest of
Yeah.
it's just a story. So I don't know. I wonder if maybe you would jump through timelines and participate in that stuff, maybe?
possibly.
Kind of like how in Spider-Man 2, like when Doctor Strange shows up, like you're like going through portals really fast. Like, I guess Doctor Strange doesn't show up, but you're like, maybe Cat stole something. I forget what's happening there.
Oh, in the games, yeah, Black Cat, she's out here just stealing stuff. yeah. I forgot about that, but
Yeah, could be something like that, where it's just like quick jumps. I think I would be okay with that. I think I would be okay with like quick jumps into other timelines in a battle, and like you ride the motorcycle for a bit, you fight the trio for a bit, you fight Sephiroth somehow, you know, like maybe something like that. I wouldn't want like I wouldn't want like a full-blown Advent Children. I wouldn't want that.
yeah,
That should just stay as a movie.
yeah, they would go from Advent Children to different children. It'd have to be something else altogether.
Yeah.
I also, like even you hearing you say like jumping through different timelines. Imagine if the revelation is that after they defeat Sephiroth, now they gotta go help all the other timelines.
Oh my god.
Bro, now it's the reverse. It was Sephiroth doing, now Cloud is doing it, and Cloud goes, Sephiroth, I'll find you.
Yeah.
That would be sick. But yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
All right. I think we ended here.
Yup.
I'm really glad we were finally able to do this. I feel like this was a long time coming.
Me too.
Looking forward to you finishing the game. And me as well. Like, I'm looking forward to finishing it again. I'll probably take another few weeks to do it because I got to do the Chocobo breeding. But, yeah, spring 2027. We'll definitely have an episode before that.
Yeah. 100%.
But, yeah, I think we covered a lot of ground. We caught up, talked about Revelation, and now we're moving forward.
Cannot wait. Thank you again for wanting to do this. I love.
Yeah,
you
dude.
already know
It's
I
like one
love
of my favorite
doing it.
things.
Yup.
It's one of my favorite things ever.
Yeah.
All right. I'll see you soon.
All right.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Y'all take it easy. Take care of yourselves. Remember, stay healthy. We gotta survive.
Yeah, we got to survive until this game comes out.
All right. Love what you love, guys. See ya.
See ya.